welcome to Magnus Aevum, episode 11. I don't know who Will is, but apparently he had a good time.
Baldur's Gate.
Apparently.
Oh.
It was funny because it literally said, what was it? Like,
under construction.
Under construction. Like it faded to black and it was under construction. I was like, I broke it. I wasn't supposed to fuck him.
Well, mistakes were made.
Great.
It's too late now.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, this is episode 11. We're going to see how crazy things end up. I guess it can't really get much worse than last time, right?
It could. Oh, it always could.
It could? It could?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Taking a mountain out wasn't enough?
2 mountains.
Well.
I can aim for 2 next time.
I guess that's going back to the idea of double the pleasure, double the fun. I'm not too sure if we'll get advertising for that one, but yeah, whatever. Alrighty, so,
Hey. Don't let him know about the 3 mountains.
Oh, okay.
I mean, at that point, we have to talk about people's names. We're just going to leave that out. Nonetheless, I believe we are down someone. Well, we're down 2 people, but one's actually not coming back.
One is down.
One is down, and the other is MIA? Question mark? This is going to be fun bringing that back.
Boy.
Otherwise, the city has been rocked by a very natural earthquake. And the unnatural is the cause, and the natural is the, after effects of earthquakes aren't fun. And past that, it's pretty much everything. We find our protagonists. Oof, those are words.
Not the right words. Other words.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not sure those are the right words. Our PCs. Yes, our player characters.
Hey, we try.
Right? I suppose you're the protagonist of your own story.
Yeah.
How that turns out's another story. Okay, so. A few switch arounds, I guess. This looks hilarious on camera. I swear Josh isn't playing hide and seek.
Oh, the things we do for
Definitely
love.
not Hannah.
Yeah. Sorry, some of us are fathers and have to take care of their children.
Yeah.
I'm not me. I am me, but it's just not me.
Where'd Andrew go?
I am the other person.
Who are you?
Online?
Come up with a name.
Canis.
Okay.
Real original.
I know, right?
That's a little too close to anus.
Listen here. It's also very close to the first murderer.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true.
that's all right. I ain't afraid of death.
You're not?
Yeah, won't have to pay taxes after that.
Oh, but the 2 things you can't escape.
Apparently you can.
As it turns out. Anyway, with Gwen's mighty effort to control a ritual gone awry, a ancient primordial spirit has been born back into the real world? Question mark. The mountain is now gone. An earthquake shook their city that they were in of Palmaris, causing untold destruction that is still being tallied. The dead and missing are still being discovered in the rubble of parts of the town. Buildings are in disrepair, and only a few days after the event, they've come to find one of the missing is their friend, Richard?
He's my friend.
Yeah, okay.
I like him.
And Gwen is not known where her whereabouts went either, though given the mountain, I'm sure some people have some theories.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, it's not known.
An update of what happened.
When we start off, the warehouse that remains of the 2 that Priya had, Dominus has taken inventory, and everybody else is preparing for a walk to the capital, if you will. What do you guys go about your business? You're free to do as you will. The world is technically yours for now.
I sent Josh the recap. And I said they got a sandwich. He goes, damn, I miss sandwiches. That's all I cared.
There was Sam's Witches.
Sam's Vici.
Yeah, it was Sam's Witches.
Andrew, I thought it was sandwiches.
Yes.
I was curious.
Sam Witches was the name of the sandwich place.
Appearance of an ancient primordial spirit dragon uplifting the giant tree at the capital make any shake in the real estate market?
A very large one, considering a lot of people just became homeless.
I would like to purchase a home.
with all of your winnings and Coliseum ill and properly begotten gains.
Exactly.
Where would you like to purchase your home?
To do that, I would need a description of the capital.
Oh, you would, but you're not there, so.
Oh,
You're
I thought I
still
was
running.
there. Oh, I'm still on the trail.
You know, I could
You're still in Palmares.
this great location. It's right on the lip of what looks to be a volcano.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was a mountain at one point, but this huge dragon came out of it.
Oh, yeah, he had 6 wings.
So,
Kind of
just so you know.
spidery
Prime
face.
real estate.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
See,
great view.
I feel like the capital is not so much affected because it wasn't right next to it.
well, no, the dragon showed up
all
in
those
the
people
capital, as per
I
last
think he
episode.
flew over it.
It showed up in the capital, and
Who was
a
it?
very ancient sacred tree is now no longer in the capital.
Yeah,
But
just
like,
committed
how
a
much
terrorist
destruction
act.
was
He took a
there?
stick with
None.
him.
It came down, took it, and left.
Okay. My point stands.
It kind of shook people up in the sheer size and, oh my god, that thing
I
just
mean,
came out
yeah,
of the sky.
that had happened.
And
Okay.
it,
Either way,
dragons aren't a thing as far as anybody knows, so.
They are
Either way,
now.
when I get there, I would love to purchase some property with the.
I thought you were going to buy property in Palmares too while we're at it.
I got another
I guess I
great
could.
property for you.
Good.
It's a little bit more underground, kind of in the shape of the giant root ball of a huge tree.
Don't think they'll sell that land. I'm just going to say that. For the importances of the story, I guess, you have another day or so before you're due to properly depart after cleanup has happened and inventory has been taken. You have been briefly introduced to a few of the individuals that are in service to Priya and her company that she has formed. While taking general inventory of what remains of the warehouse, finding out Alden has unfortunately perished when his specific storage facility collapsed with him inside, along with his assistant.
Oh,
Did they ever find his body, or
They did. That's how you know it happened.
that's
I
really?
think the only body
I
that
liked
wasn't
him.
found, as far as I was aware, was Gwen.
I really like.
Well, I mean, there's other people.
Well,
but
in the sense of relevant, important characters, named PCs.
I mean,
and
Lucretia's
NPCs.
body wasn't found so much as the hospital's just dust on the ground,
Well,
and she wasn't on the first floor. So,
fair
It's
enough.
probably a good chance she didn't make it out.
yeah, hundreds of thousands of pounds of stone do not make for a good cushion.
Oops.
Nonetheless,
yeah, meat
that's
gelatin
that's
there.
entirely subjective. How dare you?
you're right. It is subjective, but gravity is not.
If you could bring me a cookie on the way back.
At least not at that distance.
Okay.
So, what would you like to do with the city in the little bit of time? You do have a new set of soldiers being introduced to you.
That way she has
One of
to-
which-
she doesn't have to keep moving you.
Jen will be playing in the short term. That's all right. When my players die and we can't get them back in immediately, they get an NPC.
I guess if we're still in Palmares, I would like to buy some property close to the Coliseum.
Okay. Reasonable. So you go up to the Ministry of Industry to negotiate for property. There we go. Do you want property of low, midland, high, or noble tier?
Definitely mid.
Mid?
We keep it mid around here.
Sure.
Keep it.
We do not have peak property.
I mean, these days peak properties are kind of, I don't know.
Listen, I'll
Figured.
simply be raising the property value by being there. So
Well, the dragon raised much of the city. So.
exactly. Therefore, I'm taller than most of the city.
The first thing they ask for you, from you, is, fill out some paperwork, name, general registry, client affiliation, blah, blah, blah. Keep going through this whole thing. Paperwork. It's fun paperwork.
Mhm.
Then they go and run your account with the banks.
You'll see what my credit score is.
They're not seeing what your credit score
getting
is. They're
approved?
seeing if you are. What happens is, it's not really credit when they run it through the banks and everything. They're seeing if you actually have the finances to cover what's going to be potentially purchased, and then they go against the military to see if you're wanted.
Well, they're not going to find anything in the fucking bank.
Yeah, that's true.
They're going to find it in my pants.
Got him right off the bat. Well, you can always pay with that, I suppose, for the right buyer. When they come back, they're like, Sir, I do believe you're a bit, at risk for a venture. Are you certain you wish to try to buy a property?
Yes.
Are you aware of the expense?
Jingle, jingle, out of my dick comes a big old sack of coins.
Keep forgetting that you store it there.
Yeah.
In my pants of holding,
In your
yes.
pants are holding. Beautiful.
Gives a whole new meaning to coin back.
Coin pouch.
Purse.
Yeah. Or, yeah, purse. There we go.
How much do you estimate the property to be worth?
Let's see.
Oh, sorry.
Kind of look through. The heck did you
He
do?
left the volume on the porn game.
He's touching me under the table.
Hey, it was consensual. I swear.
Judging by the
The things that
I don't even know anymore.
Fucking crown. I only made one that big.
They do. They make them bigger,
Everything
sure.
about me is that big. Mostly the gut.
Why do I have to be like the middleman here?
and the penis.
I always get the short end of the stick.
Jeez. If you're that horny, go somewhere else.
You invited me here. I'm gonna fucking make you spit so hard, Jason.
It never happens.
Yeah,
Chat, I apologize.
Yep.
Everyone watching, I also apologize.
I know. They know what we're about.
Yeah.
As,
They-
as you can tell, I have no control here.
Leave it there for now.
All right. Either way.
As he's straightening it up, he starts looking through some of his ledgers of recent properties, and no, I don't think that one actually is vacant any longer. No. Ah, yes. Pulls out, shows it to you. It's a simple little 2-story, stone-built, wood second floor, nice little fireplace, family room. It's got 2 bedrooms upstairs, a bottom floor, and a hearth that you can use for cooking, in addition to storage for nearby for a kitchen. No running water, no electricity. It's got an outdoor well.
Ooh. How much do you want for it?
The going rate on that one is a little bit around 300 gold.
Is the are you the owner of the property? Or is,
No, we are just a middle person who collects. The bank currently owns that property.
Oh, the bank currently owns the property. How long have they had it?
5 minutes.
Since you walked up.
Assuming there is no current damages, assess is still being undergoing. The bank has been in possession for 4 months.
Okay, so they're not going to go any lower. Yeah, I'll do the rate of 300.
Wonderful. Do you have? You just start counting it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I count.
1, 3,
Yes,
7,
count to
9,
11.
2,
You will need
8.
to take this to the register when we get the receipts together. Give me 20 minutes or so.
I've got 20 minutes, sure.
And he goes about getting more paperwork to essentially deed you to the property. You are aware when you buy a property, your name gets attached to it. So, in case that matters, you don't need to reside in it. There's no insurance issues like that. That's totally not a thing. And comes back with a scroll case that actually has Ministry of Law symboling on it, and then it's sealed from the industry. They hand it to you. Take this and the receipts here to the register, and they will count you out and get keys. One of the guards will take you out to it, unlock the property for you, and then turn the keys over.
Well, thank you.
I appreciate your business. Is there anything else we can do for you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. They bought a house. I got nothing for it.
Yeah, I happily go about my business, do the receipt thing, count out the money with the register, and get my house.
Okay.
Did we rest?
Yeah, we would have long rested by now.
You were
Unless your
You were
character
passed
was
out
like
forever.
drugged beyond belief. I don't know. I wasn't there to see where you're.
I would argue you've had a long rest.
You've had like 3 long
You're right.
rests because you're.
But I also would argue you need to make a con save.
Go, Richard. Go, Richard.
Okay, so they walk you out to the house. The house is near-ish to the Coliseum. It needs some repair from the quake, but what building at this point doesn't? But it's at least in good shape and livable. The lawn isn't a lawn, it's more of just gravel and tilled dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Everything long since died on the property. Somebody's taking care of it. It's got a little fence, comes out of 50, 60 feet with a little swing
That's
gate.
not normal.
And that's
I
it.
got a big old little property here.
All right.
You'll have a flower garden in the back, but, they're dead, so. It's just a garden.
A lot of soil.
There's boxes with soil in it. There's keys. You may wish to change the locks in case the previous owner still has copies.
Well, the previous owner showed up. They're just not going to like it. So that's fine by me.
Doesn't change the
I
lock.
invite the challenge.
Just puts a booby trap of a gun open as soon as you open the door. Oh,
So as
12 for that con save, by the way. Okay.
Oh, good. So you wake up in the back of a wagon, bumping around a bit as it's going along the whole and then bouncing up and down a little bit as it's jostling along an uneven, non-smooth road. Your first things that hit you is your eyes are open, you think. It's got that, like if you were to cover your hands over your face and you kind of can see that reddish white, but it's not really clear enough to tell what's in your face.
Mhm.
But it's not your hands, in case that matters. But you definitely have head covering on. You go to move and you can feel what's basically a drawstring here, but your hands are clasped here, and there's like a bar between it and your chest keeping you from going any closer. You're in a seated position, though.
Well, I got one thing going for me.
And upon a little bit further inspection, your feet are manacled. And a bar keeping them slightly off the sided wall of the wagon itself. As the rattling finally comes to your ears of the chains, you realize it's not just your chains. There's 3 more.
Well, Adria, how do we get into this?
Who the fuck is Adrit?
Son of a bitch.
Richard, I wish I was there to respond.
Though the voice doesn't have as much of a rasp as I would want, it does have one, as if they have a hoarse voice from maybe yelling or shouting. And you can tell that the words are drawn as if it's not a native language for them, though they are speaking common.
Ooh, nice. You can go back to them. I got nothing for this.
You got nothing? You're just
I got
gonna,
nothing.
You're just gonna sit in a wagon?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Do the bard thing and sing.
Do the part thing.
God,
Oh,
just
that
makes
old
it
ball in chain.
makes it miserable for the other 3 people.
Exactly.
Not like they can do anything.
Fair enough.
So the 3 of you in a warehouse.
Yeah, I would ask how long it
Consider
takes.
yourself then.
Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry, I realized what we're doing. Okay. Yes. Process.
Oh, is this your introduction then?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I the switch is now on.
So we're in a warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking
Preparing
up a
4
box
wagons.
and
3
putting
guys
it
walking
into
to
a
a
wagon.
There you go.
3 big guys.
Oh, Zach.
No, don't.
Ooh.
There's about 6 soldiers in the room in total, kind of helping you out. They're not uniformed in any way that would let you know that they belong to the Balsan military or anything like that. They're more like a hired company mercenaries, with the exception of a single individual. That single individual has the insignia of what is essentially a that sunburst thing when they do like the little tongue-looking things that goes all the way around. Like it's got like the little spines to represent the sun. You know what I'm talking about? Like the old medieval one.
Okay.
Where it's like the angry face.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same idea, but there's no face on it, and instead there's a star inside it. What exactly the insignia means is probably foreign to either of you. It is a form of heraldry. It is inside of a shield. The shield is obsidian black looking, Instead of like cloth black, it actually looks like it's metal or glass. And the piece is inset with silver and gold. The sun is gold, the star is silver. Past that, it's not up to me to tell you what they look like.
Well, he's about 5'10".
How did I guess that?
Pretty muscular built. Looks like it works out quite a bit. He does have a nice handlebar mustache. Black hair, black mustache. He's got a little bit of beard, kind of looking like Zach's, but with the handlebar mustache instead.
Is Sue telling me to get a handlebar mustache?
No,
Yes.
absolutely not.
Yes, it is.
Dropping hands
Divorced
down.
him so fucking hard.
He's got that little black hat on top that curls up too.
A fine 3-piece tailored suit.
He's got a rapier at his hip, a gun at his other hip, and a shield with that same sun symbol
Okay.
on his back.
The shield looks like it collapses down into a simple square, but you can tell just by the looks of it that it's one of those things you can basically accordion down and pop out.
All right. And what is you doing right at this moment?
I'm picking up boxes. I'm putting them into the wagon.
Cool.
Good. Keep it up. As that's
Jan, could you show us how you're picking up these boxes?
Oh, here we go again.
So strong.
yeah.
Just
No. You
And I assume
don't
this
worry about
is
it.
some of the equipment and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Well, what
I'm
remains.
I'm for the most part I am assisting, but I'm mostly directing on and making sure people are careful with certain crates that might be more sensitive material or stuff a little more delicate,
I'm being the same
So-
amount of careful with every box.
which is none.
Pick up, toss in. Pick up, toss in.
Careful, you fools! I said a crosser, no, not up it.
Excuse me. You are helping us pack for this trip to the capital. Would you happen to know how far that traveling would take?
Yes.
Weeks.
6 weeks. Okay. Good to know. 6 weeks, you say?
Yes, I do.
He actually said.
I indeed said that. 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Thank you. Dominus,
Yes.
is there anything I am needed for here?
Yes. We need to get the rest of these crates in the wagons.
I was hoping to stock up on something before we had left.
Fine. Make it quick, though. We need to get these packed up.
I will travel as fast as my legs allow.
Comes in Lamel with another barrel of beer. Dominus!
You are addicted.
I didn't get to keep the last one. It's not like I got to consume it or anything.
You would have.
Yeah, I
And
would
then
have.
gotten another one.
Eventually.
And this one as well.
Eventually. You would have taken some time, Adrit.
I am glad you're in good spirits, though.
I'm always in good spirits.
Put that down for now and help with the boxes. When we are on the road, I'll work on it.
I pick up the
Deal.
keg and I put it in the wagon.
It's going to be in the wagon anyway. We're going to travel with it.
Oh, here, thank you.
Boop, boop.
I'm so good at putting things in the wagon, see?
Yeah. See all that? And I point to
Like
all the crates that are not on the wagons yet.
I imagine the Indiana Jones, archive of boxes.
Yeah. And I said, start at that end.
Man, who the fuck made you the boss? As I do what I'm told.
You realize that you're still in A series and it goes to double B.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't, but Lamel doesn't give a shit.
Oh, okay. Well, it's labeled A dash and then a number. The number is 3 digits. It starts, of course, with a 1 and then X, whatever the numbers are. And then it goes to double B at the
I'm
end.
sorry, what are you loading? Is this a train or is this a...
Yeah, we're looking
A
at
wagons.
singular wagon.
They're loading 4 wagons.
4 wagons.
Okay. And you have a letter with 3 digits after it, and it goes to double B.
Mhm.
How big are these wagons?
Huge.
No, more importantly,
But it's
how
wagons.
small are these crates?
Some are
Wagons
sad.
of holding.
It's like a Rubik's Cube. And
Some
it's
are
like
small.
an arc reactor.
That's actually the right question.
Mhm.
So the wagons themselves are not wood.
Mm.
They are, well, some of them are partially wood. It's made out of a very dense, it's not really, it's like purple heart wood. I don't know if anybody's truly familiar with it, but it's like one of the densest woods in the world.
Mhm.
Similar concept, but what it is this tree has been infused as it's hewn and then goes through lumbering and everything else to absorb metals so that basically its fibers are replaced with essentially some form of ferrous material.
That's cool.
So you quite literally have ironwood wagons. They have a set of front wheels, usual, and then it's got 4 in the back, 2 and 2 on a stiff axle. So they'll go a little bit up and down. There's some shock system built into it, but the only thing that turns, it's the front ones. They are pulled by horses, but it's a team of 6 horses to pull this thing.
Parking this thing is a bitch, I hear.
Just drift it
Well,
right into
don't
the spot.
Yeah, there's no backing up with these things. It's just not going to happen.
Not unless you
Don't
got a
make a
small
wrong turn.
village to fucking push it.
No. You take the horses and you move them to the back.
Yeah, there's no covering these either. They're just like farm grates on the side of them just to keep shit in there. And there's tie downs.
Mhm.
So, yeah, they'll take a lot of weight.
Yeah, I can see that.
About half a ton each wagon.
Mhm. Wow.
Question.
Why we
answered.
need 4?
Yeah.
So this goes on probably for most of the day with everybody helping. You manage to load, let's go with 2.5 of the wagons.
I had said I wanted to head out in character.
Oh, my bad.
Right.
Okay, so
Okay,
where's Andrew go?
I wanted to head to like a jeweler's of some kind.
Okay, going back to one.
And when I get there, I first present a pearl out on the front thing above. I'm forgetting where it's.
That's okay. When you approach the building,
selling the pearls. that
there's
you got from
a
me.
series of timbers that have been laid up to keep the roof
You don't know.
Yep.
because the roof is slightly leaning.
Mhm.
The front glass on the one side of the door has been shattered out from the roof coming down.
Okay.
Inside, the cases seem to be mostly okay, but they're kind of dusty, and somebody hastily brushed off the tops and sides of them so you can see in them. Though the business is open, it has a very obvious sign that says can only cut basic cuts. No custom orders at this time. Sorry, no metallurgy available.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think that still applies. Luckily. So I walk inside and I see the shopkeeper, and I kind of give a quick bow, and I present this pearl, and then I start talking with the sentence of, I don't see what's going on.
Oh,
He's cleaning the counter.
Ah, okay. I present the pearl and I say, by the way, it does say it's like 100 gold pearl. I say, I would like this appraised, and if possible, would like to exchange this for something else.
these pearls were from
Hey.
Adriana.
Adriana's bag.
I had just
the,
one.
The bag / my.
I think before we got to the bag, she
layer,
gave me the
if you
one
will.
pearl. So
That's fine. Okay, so I have to pull up that bag because I didn't know that Andrew was gonna check it.
this one was separate from the bag, though.
Do you want another one?
Okay.
Yeah, tell him to go with the pearl in the bag.
I thought it was just from the stuff I had given him for components.
They would have been similar either way.
What did TOGG think was on a gem?
Okay, no problem.
Alright.
Takes a look at it. You looking to sell it, cut it, set it, or trade?
A bit of trading. I'm looking for diamond dust.
Well, it's not too hard to come by. How much you need?
I would say 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust is a fair deal for this pearl. Perhaps a little less so that you can make more of a profit. I would not mind.
So trade.
Yes.
get it to you in about 2 to 3 days.
We were leaving quicker than that, right?
Yes.
Okay. I look at him and I say, that is quite unfortunate. I have to leave before then. Instead, I think I will sell you this pearl for 70 gold.
We can make it slightly different. Do you need the dust for industrial purposes?
No, I need it for spell components.
Ah, okay. And he goes over to a box that's got like the old library card cataloging style. Starts pulling out a couple. No. Pulls out a small little like blue crushed velvet bag with some simple golden thread.
All right.
Sets it down and just pulls it, and the whole thing just opens up. It's not dust. They're instead diamonds that are about big that are meant to be set into like a grinder.
Okay.
Normally these are used for industrial purposes, but I have found that the Hiplet students tend to make use of these. So I usually sell these for a little bit less than what you're looking to probably get, but it would have the same equivocal value. From what I understand of how the vagaries of the Arcana work, but I could trade you for these if you prefer. Normally I sell them for 110. Your pearl's probably worth approximately the value.
That works for me. Here. And
Pulls
I
it
give him
back
the
up.
pearl.
Trades you with it. So they'll work for the purposes of diamond dust, or you can use them for industrial purposes if you need to make, I don't know.
Like jewelry and
Drill?
stuff.
Super concrete.
Diamond soup. God, ugh.
Or if you need to start doing glass cutting, I suppose you could do it.
Alright. So mechanically then that is 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust?
Diamond.
It's approximately enough that you don't have to worry about it.
Okay. So I will make that a custom item. Thank you very much. So at that point, Adrit would bow again.
Before you leave, you seem like a strong fellow.
Roughly speaking.
Could I perhaps pay you for a little bit of service for an hour?
I would not mind that.
I've not worked out in quite some time, and my age is definitely set in. My children aren't local.
I will have to check my spell list real quick, if that's alright.
I don't mind.
Okay.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
I'm sorry, sir. I cannot help you. I need to recite spells.
One moment. Shit.
Nope, don't have that spell. So that means you can help me? What?
Okay.
What part if I don't have that spell?
I mean, if you really want that
Understand.
diamonds into dust, I can make that happen.
No, it's like we can do some
No.
crucial.
Oh, that you're
Shatter.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought you were going to make cocaine.
Yeah, so
Diamond.
He
I
pulled out
do
his
have
every time you
point
gas it,
there.
That'll
ability.
cut.
So I do have enhance ability, so that would last for an hour, which is perfect because he wants to hire me for an hour.
Mhm.
So I cast that on myself because that, if I choose the bull strength feature, gives me advantage on strength checks, and my carrying capacity doubles.
Okay. How does this infuse you? Like, what does this look like? What does he see?
I don't know if he would actually see this because it's from my understanding, only certain people can see the spirits, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this case, I mean, I suppose he'd see part of it, but I guess it does say bull strength, so the spirit of a bull kind of rises up behind Adrit and embraces him as it melds with him. Physically, Adrit would just get a little more swole.
Okay. I like how you
The
said the
vein starts
flex
to-
too while you said,
Yeah, baby.
just like a little bit
Gives him
swole.
a nice little hug.
I imagine the hooves are like this.
Yeah, just like my stand.
And somehow it's like, moo, moo. And if you know, you know. And if you don't, get a halberd and you'll find out.
So yeah, and then I would help him out with whatever he'd want. Yeah.
He helps you basically reset the support beam and some of the cross beams to keep his roof up.
Okay.
Don't worry about rolling or nothing like that. At the end of it, he doesn't have the means to pay you right now in gold. Instead, he pays you in gems.
Ooh, I'm fine with
Here's your
that.
pro back.
Not that much. He hands you a small red bag that has similar sizing to it, but it has 10, not really unique, but they're like red square-ish quartz They are not rubies. It's important to know that they're not rubies.
Yeah, rubies are cool. Quartz are not.
What?
I said what I said.
I know you did, and it still hurts.
Give me one moment. I'm just writing stuff down.
I prefer pints to quartz anyway.
Yeah, well,
I'll drink to that.
Exactly. Pints!
So Adria,
You're fueling this, by the way.
Yep.
Adria would
Oh.
happily accept this as payment, and to this he says, "These do seem not to be the most expensive, but they are quite beautiful. I am heading to the capital. Do you think a jeweler there could make me something nice to wear?"
Out of those, that would be the most appropriate for those.
Wonderful. Thank you. I am sorry that this recent event has taken a toll on your workplace.
Oh, we all just kind of get by. I mean, I'm sure things aren't easier for you at this point either, so
Well,
appreciate the assistance.
I wish to help more like you. Best of luck to you in the future. And Adric leads with a smile.
Okay.
And then I
Crap
get
house,
back
man.
to our fucking crate lifting. Yeah.
By the time he gets back, he's missed out on like an entire wagon's worth.
Oh no, darn.
As he walks in the door, his swole becomes back to lizard style.
Now I'm only average strength. Boo.
I don't know why, but I'm expecting to like accidentally shake one of these crates and hear Richard go, "Ow!"
What a twist that would be.
What a twist.
He's got 3 grown men in a crate.
All squished together.
Speaking of Richard, you said there was a pole for my hands right here, so I can't move them, right?
Yes.
Uh,
It's about that long of a rod that's just basically keeping it from going any closer.
feet are like that too. Am I on the side of the wagon?
You're basically sitting on a bench to go, sideways, like you're sitting side saddle to the wagon. Like a truck bed, if you will. And they put the benches on the sides.
Okay.
That's
A
not
normal
legal
wagon,
anymore.
if you will.
So what are you in for?
Lost that voice. Let's just talk about stealing.
Perfect. I don't remember stealing. Did I steal something?
I'm not here.
I'm asking about last game.
You were unconscious the entire life.
Yeah, you were
You,
just
you
asleep.
did nothing.
Beautiful. Love everything about
Richard, as always, you stole my heart.
it.
And your wallet.
I took offense to them stealing something sacred from my people.
Yeah, that'll definitely do it. All right. What'd they steal? Land, holy symbol, a holy land.
Dirt.
Hmm?
Dirt.
You still lost me. Holy dirt.
There's special dirt where we grow a single fruit annually is consumed by a high priest.
Ooh, special dirt. Okay. Definitely see how that would be a no. Hey, driver, where are we going?
Shut up back there!
If a spell has
Verbal?
Somatic.
somatic components, I wouldn't be able to.
Because your hands are bound.
Fuck her.
What if I try really hard?
What if I chew through my bonds?
What if?
And the iron.
And the What if I
That's
can,
something Adric would try.
What if I contort
Break his
myself?
teeth.
Sleight of hand out.
I'll let you try it.
Beautiful.
I believe in you.
I won't tell you if it's possible or successful.
That's
well, we'll
perfectly
find out.
fine. 23.
Are you okay with a small amount of pain?
Yes.
Okay, you dislocate your wrist, choose which one you do it to.
I like my right, so my left.
Okay? So you will take 5 HP in damage, dislocate your wrist, and you can get that hand out.
Oh, so I only get one hand out, not both of them.
Yeah, because they're in manacles. But now you
Can I
just-
do my right then if I'm only going to get one?
Yeah, that's fine.
Just by the end of this.
It's a little fucked up.
I feel like a T-Rex with these little arms.
You got a big head and tiny arms. Anyway.
Turns out scientists think these were supposed to be wings.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I take off whatever's on my head.
Okay. You pull off, what is this? Basically a bag.
Burlap sack.
Yeah, saw that coming.
Yeah.
So there's 3 people with us and the driver.
So, no, there are... you get a better look, you can finally see what's going on. There is a lizard bigger than Adrit.
Ooh.
More in the swole sense bigger.
He's the one I'm talking to?
Who's sitting right next to you. His
Ah,
face
thought
is
we
in a
were
bag. Looks like a crocodile. Somebody decided to just down, to be honest.
But he can still see.
He can't see at all.
Oh,
It's all the way down and it's tied back here where his neck and head meet.
okay.
Instead of having him manacled like this, they're manacled to his legs
Yeah.
to keep it down so that way he can't just burst out or something like that.
His chest muscles.
His look stressed as the metal has been, in that position already at least once or twice. He's probably tried to break it a few times. His legs are double manacled.
Oh, God.
There's like yours, which are just to the bar that goes in the back. But then his are manacled again to the person across from him. Which is, albeit also a little unnerving as you kind of take in everything. They're in simple jerkin pants. It's tore up. Looks like they've been in the brush for a little while. As you kind of like slowly take in the scene, they have this reddish tint skin,
Snake.
very obvious claws.
That's snake.
Nails are probably about 3 or so inches long for the digits they have, but it's only 4 instead of 5. It's basically a burlap bag on their freaking chest that's got some holes cut into it to fit them. The hands are clasped this way, so the claws are nice and safe. And it's clasped to the neck of this individual, who is also slightly scaled. When you get up to the top of the face, though, it's human looking, with the exception of this like furl of skin that's on the side.
That's not covered up by a sack.
Not covered up at all. Which Richard figures out pretty quickly is because the eyes look like this milky whiteness. Probably blind.
Mm.
So
No point in any cover.
Okay.
there's no
So-
point.
Big lizard man. Blind, snakish person.
Mm-hmm.
Third person.
There's a woman.
Okay.
Dressed in what passes for leather armor. It's very dirty. It smells to kingdom come. Most, cow fields will smell better. Hair's at least been cleaned, so the scraggly black hair is kind of just falling there. And they're looking out the back of the wagon. Next to
So
them is
she's not manacled or?
Nope.
Oh, perfect.
Up on the top is the driver. Turns down. Ah, welcome. Didn't think you would wake up so easily.
What happened when I was just talking to you? You told me to shut up. Now you're all buddy-buddy? Don't get me wrong, I appreciate it. Hospitality is where we go in this business, but gotta work on your delivery. So where are we going?
So the woman is very finely dressed,
Mhm.
but dressed to go out into the field kind of thing. Has spent some time to have this really nice silk undershirt, despite the fact the leather armor is very well tanned, hardened leather with no studding because that shit doesn't do anything. But there are metal plates in key points. Her frame is very lithe. Her hair is at least 3 colors. A little questionable depending on the sun hits if it goes up to like 7, but it's at least 3 at any one given time. And I'm trying real hard to remember if you met this person. I don't think you did. So, that's okay. I don't remember if you weren't at the restaurant with Adrit.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, no.
Is that the snake lady for...
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. So where are we going?
Well, Richard, it seems you might have information for me. So I can let you off here and kind of like motions, but you can't really turn your head that far. But you're clearly out in a, nice forested road. You can see kind of the mountain peaks over it. You're out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yay!
Or I can keep you here all the way to Rafis.
Rafis is...
One of the next... when you leave Palmaris and you head west, it's the first real city you'll come up to.
And the
It's a nice city, but it's not big.
And the capital from where we were, was that west as well?
You'd have to go west out to Rafis and then up.
Oh, cool. So I needed to go this way anyway. Told him I'd meet them there any. I'd rather get dropped off at Rathis, but this seems a little unnecessary.
Oh, no, it's not. You served not once, but twice. And I know damn well and good who you served.
Well, I've served a lot of people. Could you be more specific?
Do I have to get needle and thread to fix the speaking? You can continue to talk. Just be careful.
Just saying, I'm a little nervous right now. You're threatening me with a lot of things. I don't know where I'm going. I just woke up. Listen, hey, don't hurt me.
I love Richard so much.
I will count off what I need.
Okay.
1. Where is Adriana?
Ooh, easy question. What's the next one?
Just stares at you. As her face just slowly turns sideways, her eyes level completely in the process. It actually looks like she's just going to turn her head upside down. She keeps doing this and stops.
Okay. Fair. Adriana, last I saw, she was underground.
More specific.
Well, if you look at that map... Okay, so, anyway, she may not be underground anymore.
And in stride.
Beautiful.
So,
Clarify what you mean.
So, that mountain, or previous mountain, somewhere over there, hidden place, Adriana was there.
Describe it.
Well, it's about 20,000 feet tall. Has a little bit of ice on it.
Lava now, but yeah.
Or had a little bit of ice on it, maybe about
Felicia,
5,000.
give it to him.
Okay. Kidding.
The woman stands up. That smells horrible. She walks up really close to you.
I will cooperate. I just keep talking when I'm nervous. You can
Out a
stop.
needle.
Stop.
Gets real close to your neck. You see something dripping off of it.
Okay, so Adriana was actually 2 hours that way toward the mountain on the base of the thing, and you go through a forest, I think, is covering part of it, and then just right inside, there was a cave.
Better. What's inside?
Honestly, you're bringing this on yourself. I'm trying hard. A door, a weird darkness. A weird, I don't know really, but I don't know. It's just a cave. A hut?
I suppose we'll change this to a different question. Machinery. Let's start there.
You're gonna need to talk to my buddy Dominus on that one.
I don't need specifics. I just need a description.
Okay, well, nope. Could you be a little more specific before I start to break it down for you?
Nope.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Go ahead. And she just sticks the needle into your neck. I need a con save.
Gotta roll high for this one.
Yeah, probably.
1.
Ooh, 9.
Felicia mutters something as the needle goes in. You feel this little tingle. Then it feels like, have you ever gotten saline flush in an IV?
Yes, but I don't remember it because morphine.
Gotcha. All right, so it burns when on the injection site for a lot of people.
Mhm.
Some people, you can decide if you're one of those people, can usually taste this odd, salty chemical smell at the back of their tongue. Others smell it, and sometimes it does nothing. But it's one of those things where it just kind of gives you this weird, cold water feeling up your veins, one way or another.
Okay, let's not do that.
It doesn't knock you out.
Oh, okay.
Or does it?
Technically, you are now in a zone of truth.
Oh, perfect.
Mhm.
Isn't he in for a ride?
Look, they're using their tools. Now, let's start with cloning. It would be a vessel, some greenish liquid tubes, glass, probably something inside, roughly the size of a man or boy, depending on your perspective.
What?
So, not there.
Sure.
Good. Progress. Question 2.
That was a question.
Where is Gwen?
Copy, paste. That was the last I saw her.
In the mountain. Fine. Question 3. We're getting somewhere. You're so helpful, Richard.
I try to be.
Wonderful. How about...
Hey,
Where's Lucretia?
that I actually know.
Good.
Can you release my other hand, though?
No.
How about one of the legs?
Absolutely not.
How about his head? No. The bag on his head.
Go ahead, Felicia. Listen to the man.
No.
She goes over and starts pulling the drawstrings on the lizard man that's sitting next to them.
Nope, not what. Stop. Not what I meant, and you know that.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It is the words you used. Choose carefully. I might have to believe you.
Just saying, I answered a question. He at least should be able to see where we're going.
So continue. Go ahead. And Felicia takes the drawstring off, pulls the bag off the lizard man's head. He's got 2 different sets of teeth. It's got the usual, like, nail-ish, cone-shaped, like, crocodilian teeth. He has these, like, super sharp, slightly curved, spine-like teeth. His scales, unlike Adrit's, who you're very familiar with, and you assume a lot of his people are like him, his scales have this weird emerald sheen to them, as if there's, like, a gem dust embedded in between them.
That's cool.
Strangely, his eyes have a double blink to them. Not like, lids. I mean, when he blinks, it does it twice, like the whole thing shuts down, and then another thing shuts over it, like shutters.
Like a shark.
Like a shark. Past that, him and Adrit have a lot in common. General physique. He's a little bit more muscular, but he definitely doesn't look smarter than Adrit. Very...
How can you tell intelligence on appearance?
No. This is an assumption, like if you were to be stereotyping somebody.
Okay.
You don't actually know how smart he is.
Okay.
But, like, you carry yourself as if there's a purpose to it. Okay. This thing looks like it breathes violence more than anything.
See, I like this thing, though.
I like this.
We like to breathe violence in this.
Cool, thank you.
I'm glad you took that off. No, my dirt.
I got you, buddy. We're getting there.
You tap him. Tell me you tap him.
Yes.
Deck save.
Fucker. Fucker.
Here's a nice bonus. I got you.
I have a 19 to hit your AC then?
Oh. 13.
Oh, actually, no, never mind. Okay. He snaps at you, but the limitation of the thing is the only reason it's going to act like a trap before actually roll to hit you. You have enough to move your hand out of the way as you see it start to move, because he's slowed down, thankfully, due to the neck brace and everything else. And he just super quick.
No touchy. 10-4.
He just gives you a toothy grin all the way down the maw. Lips don't peel back, strangely. You've probably seen Adrit's lips peel. This one doesn't seem like he can do it.
Smiling is impossible.
Yeah, the only way it smiles is just shows teeth.
Smells like
Okay,
this.
so next question.
Yeah, exactly. It's like an invitation of, come in.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the tongue's nice and soft. Want to touch it?
Well, if you're inviting.
Yes, please.
Well, where is she?
Was I prevalent to the destruction of everything?
You were unconscious when it happened.
Okay. Yeah, she's in the hospital.
That will complicate things a lot more than I planned. Fine. Where is Alden?
Hospital or his workshop?
You don't know.
Hospital or his workshop?
You're guessing off of patterns now, Richard.
Yes. Because the last I saw him, he was in the hospital. But he also said he had to go to his workshop. So I left the hospital, or I remember leaving the hospital. A little blurry between leaving the hospital and here. But anyway, so yeah, hospital or he's with Legrisha at the hospital.
Yes.
Or, yeah. So.
Or he's at his workshop. Yes, I got it.
Awesome.
Glad we clarified.
Great. So, then I guess question number 4. How would you like to die today?
Ooh, see, I wouldn't.
Ooh, look, he can learn. In that case, we'll let you go.
You're still gonna drop me off at the...
No,
you sure?
I'm positive.
You gonna undo all this?
No,
I think you should.
I probably don't want to. Again, I know who you worked for, and I know how dangerous you can be.
Richard Dangerous? What?
I'm thinking like
Richard's the nicest guy I know. What?
So what we're going to do is play an interesting game called Claptrap.
I feel like this is a hazing game, but all right.
It's a good idea. The next time I get a nice initiate into the family, I'll remember it. Time to get up. Felicia comes and undoes your leg manacles.
Mm-hmm.
Woman just roughly grabs a hold of the one at your hand and pulls you bodily onto your feet.
Okay.
It's up to you if you want a ragdoll or not.
Not at this point.
No, okay.
So my feet are good?
Your feet are still locked together, but they're not attached to the wagon anymore.
Perfect. So, hey. Or you can just drop me off at the other town.
Oh, I'm dropping you off.
Choose words carefully. That's right. Could gently place me off the wagon at the town.
I'm not taking you to the town.
Just said you were taking me to the town. I was there. You
I
were there. He
lied.
was there.
Why would I tell you the truth?
I could have swore we had a connection, but
We did.
yeah.
It was lovely. We shared an experience, a bond. I appreciate it. That doesn't mean I think you're safe. And I sure as hell am not giving you a chance to get friends. You make those so easily with that tongue.
I do.
phrasing.
Well, if you want to make friends without a tongue, I can introduce you to my buddy
Move.
Mel. Bye.
Please, you She takes you off the wagon, and as you're on the bottom of the wagon, she gets back up into it. You see the woman that's been talking to you just kind of flop off of it like a weird somersault, and a Slinky might do downstairs. Stands right up like it's nothing, just like... And then just...
She hopped off the wagon?
She kind of just fell off of it, and then just slinkied up like, it looks completely unnatural for a person to do.
You know those little
Why did
fucking
she fall off
toys,
of it
you
with
push
me?
the button and the whole toy just goes, vroom, and you let go of the button and it just, vroom. That's what I pictured.
And she starts walking over towards where you're at, stops about where the lizard's at, and you see this crank bolt on the outside of the wagon. She starts turning slowly with a lot of effort, and you can hear the of the gear as it's going. Felicia then unlocks the bottom legs of it, and they take and get the lizard to stand up.
Oh, God.
She does it. Felicia keeps a dagger in one hand the whole time. As it gets up, it starts to kind of like move its head a little bit, but because there's a bit of a collar to the system, it can't fully turn. And she intentionally grabs low, where the things are basically manacled to the waist, and pulls at the waist so that way there's not in mouth range. Ties a simple rope around it and then kind of starts leading him about 2-3 feet away. The lizard's very passive about it and just goes. It doesn't really walk so much as just kind of... It looks very stiff.
Okay,
Like it's been cold for a while.
Okay. So I'm off the wagon, correct?
Mm-hmm. You're at the end of it.
They stopped the wagon.
Wagon is stopped.
Oh, thank God. I thought they just tossed me.
No, the one that fell off was the one driving.
Okay. Okay, so I'm off the wagon. She's leading him off the wagon. The other one's uncranking him from the wagon. He's like this, correct? No, he's actually...
He's down to his waist.
Okay. Any chance you're gonna undo any of us?
What do you mean?
Like, this is... How are we gonna survive? Fair enough.
I said we're playing a game. Claptrap.
Claptrap. And we're trapped. Can you at least tell us which way town is?
It's a road and only goes in 2 directions. Where do you think it is, Richard?
Honestly, at this point, I'm unsure where we're at. Is town closer that way or is town closer that way? I'm sorry.
I'm not going to tell you that. You just know it goes somewhere.
Alrighty.
You only need to know the rules of the game. Any extraneous parameters are totally up to your imagination.
Okay, so game, 100%. I like games. Do you like games? What happens when I win?
Ooh, prizes. I will pay you 1,000 gold. I will take your manacles off. I'll give you my wagon. And I will walk all the way back to town.
You're not winning this game, man.
I think his chances are real high.
That or she is absolutely lying.
She reaches over into the wagon and pulls out this iron pipe that's about 6 feet long and has a spike on one end. And it's kind of threaded on the spike. So it's basically a screw.
It's not a probe, not a probe.
I clench.
She goes over behind the wagon as Felicia is leading the lizard off. She puts it in the ground near you and then kind of puts a little bit of a cloth around it, twists it up, and starts basically turning it into the ground. Till it goes in enough, she feels satisfied. It's probably about that far in, roughly. Takes an eyelet from the manacles inside, puts it over the ring, then pulls out a cap and puts it on the pipe. Stands up on the wagon with a mallet and tank and seals the ring in there. The lizard gets attached to that ring. His feet ones get attached to it. Are you ready for the game, Richard?
Can we get the rules?
Yes. It is about an hour before dusk. And this dear creature, she touches his back tail and he immediately kind of moves to go and strike. She curls around into like a sea, if you will.
Mm.
Not water. And it's very hungry at night. Didn't really eat during the day. That makes you safe for 1 hour.
Huh.
As Felicia comes over and roughly grabs the manacle chain that's attached to your wrist, opens up the one that you got out of, and goes to force your arm back into it.
Lady. No. Strength check. Right.
Strength? Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
You rolled the same thing.
If you insist.
She has an 11.
Yeah, you still
Yeah,
do
so
it.
that's a 7.
Okay. Roll like that. On the bright side, you know you can pull it back out. You just have to take effort.
Well, it's already dislocated.
Attaches you to the same eyelet ring that the lizard's attached to.
I knew it.
Claptrap.
Yeah.
The chain you're attached to is 3 feet long. The chain it's attached to is only 1 foot long. The lizard is approximately 7.5 feet tall. Its head makes up, give or take, 1/4 of its entire body. So you can deal with measurements if you want. I'm not really
So the
too worried
rules are math.
Not really.
Oh.
Now, this seems very unfair. And I hear in your day you were pretty good with a blade. Pulls a rapier off the back end of the wagon and tosses it about 3 feet away from you. Good luck. I'll come back at midnight. If you're still here, in one piece, I hopefully breathing, I lose.
What time is it about right now? Asking for a friend?
It's about 5.
Only 7 hours. You're good.
That's 1 hour.
Don't fuck with Aquila.
Can the alligator understand me? Right? We've been talking common.
You talk to it and
Yes.
Barely,
roughly
but yes.
talks common.
Okay, cool. So he's going off then with the blind person? Or is the blind person with us?
The blind person's up in the wagon still.
Okay. Are they going to drop them off or nope? So they're leaving now?
The woman that's the weird one that's been talking to you gets up into the driver. The smelly one just hops on the back,
Smelly.
letting the legs hang off the back end of the wagon. Doesn't give a fuck.
Gotta air them out
Her name
anyway.
is Kelly. She's a little smelly.
I gave her a name.
Yeah.
You didn't tell
Felicia.
us.
No, she did. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's
That's Felicia.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Why is she so smelly again? She took a shower and got rid of the stinky armor.
You don't know.
We'll
And I
find out
have
next.
nothing else on me, correct? So I have the rapier.
Do an investigation to see what's on your person.
Son of a bitch.
At disadvantage since you can't use your hands.
Single time.
Take it and run.
16.
You have most of your gear in a pouch, or a series of pouches that are on the back side of you.
Okay.
They've basically moved all your stuff into your back.
You slept with them, by the way.
I'm assuming you don't have a lot of crazy heavy stuff from what I remember looking at.
Nope, not at all. Okay. So I didn't catch your name, Mr.
Oh, Aquila.
God, it's
Not talking to you. Talking to my
Lizard.
friend I'm going to be acquainted with. in
Oh,
the next
my
7
bad.
hours. Have fun.
Well, I'm going to probably lose my voice if I keep doing that one.
I believe in you.
I don't today.
You can do it.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm trying not to sound like Alden, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first thing he said was like, "Oh, Colin's back."
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to bother. What are you going to say to him?
So you know my name. My name is Richard. What is your name?
So,
So
to everybody inside the warehouse.
What a cutaway.
I love it.
What a tease you are.
That's fine.
You got to set it up and then not knock him down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just blue ball the fuck out of Richard.
He'll come back later and be like, "My name is Steve." So back at the warehouse.
You guys come across this hole in the ground. The tiny remains of a corpse.
I recognize these bones. This is Richard.
So Dominus is all about continuing to make sure that progress is being made, get these things loaded. You said we could get 2.5 done over the course of the day.
And you'll probably get the rest of it done overnight as the second crew comes in.
Yep.
I'm all about being efficient, but I'm making sure that I pester him with like minor annoyances.
All the way through.
Yeah, like making sure that one crate is right out of sequence with another, but it's an easy fix every time. Just enough to like irritate you, but not piss you off.
You sure the sequence of events won't piss him off?
That is up to Dominus.
Because his face says maybe.
We'll see what happens.
Fair enough. Rolling for tolerance.
Yeah.
Can I roll for sleight of hand to see if he even notices?
No, because that would be against. Like, it's you can set it up if you want to, but like it's just a setup and whether or not he's going to deal with it.
Yeah,
it's not really something that would be challenged.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I don't care if you roll. I'm just saying you don't really have to.
at one point, probably at about like you said, starting to get into the second shift.
I'm going to go take my lunch break.
Yeah. at one point, you're doing exactly what you've been saying you're doing. Now that Dominus is actually just standing right behind you, watching you do it. And he just has this expression on his face like, he doesn't know any better. He doesn't know any better.
Little does he know. I know a lot better.
I just imagine like halfway across the like little courtyard they've got. Adrit's putting stuff together. He just sees that over there. He's like,
No, Dominus is smart enough to know you do know better. He's trying to convince himself so he doesn't do something stupid and shoot you.
Oh, Dominus, did you want to go for drinks after this?
Patience love.
That's it, I'm killing him.
It's okay, I'll buy you a beer.
Once this is all done, then yes.
Oh, sick.
This goes here, and he grabs it and moves it back.
Oh, my bad.
You seem to be having trouble locating where the boxes go.
Yeah, there's no painted grid or anything. I mean, how am I supposed to know where these boxes go?
With
As I
Sanitas'
very
knowledge.
clearly set one in the right space.
I cast guidance on.
It's like, since you are stupid, I will fix this. Guide you.
God!
The spirits will now guide you.
Tell him how to do his job right.
Damn. What?
I'm gonna go ahead and make a performance check to, like, do my job spectacularly to humor Adrit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna add that D4.
Yay!
You add that D4.
I needed that D4.
Nice.
That is a 13 on my performance check.
Okay.
Look at me, Dominus! I'm doing so good!
Look, he has rhythm. You're not sure where the drums are coming from.
It is part of
I
the
do have
spirit.
pan flute proficiency. So
I'm there in spirit.
So you stop loading just to play along.
And now,
It's like he said guidance. He didn't say what.
Dominus decides to be a little bit smart about this. He keeps his eyes on the mill, and every time he puts one out of where it's supposed to be, like you said, it's an easy fix. It's usually like, instead of getting upset about it, he continues to do what he's doing, but uses his telekinetic shove to shove the box into the right position.
Well, you gotta remember, I'm being guided now, so I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know. So as long as you're doing it fine, he does, but
Yeah, right now we're good.
yeah. But once you put it in the wrong spot, as soon as you turn to go grab another box and do something else, it's just scooted over like 5 feet or whatever.
Feel free to jump in whenever you want.
I wanted my lunch break.
Dominus,
Travis knows how to take care of Travis himself.
have you ever considered creating a small mechanical helper for tasks like these?
I have, but right now I am focused on this. That would require some additional work and time, and right now I do not have that.
Well, when you do, you should look into it. You are more than capable.
Yeah, imagine if you had like 5 of me running around doing this. This would get done so much faster.
Or it wouldn't get done at all. 5 times faster.
Hey, you never know.
5 times 0 is still not happening.
Yeah.
Yep. Then all I'm doing then, just focusing on as soon as we get this done and can get headed out to the capital.
I'm stupid.
Okay.
Faster.
So, sun sets. 2 hours into sunset. It's second cruise probably started. You guys don't need to stay in there necessarily. Dominus.
Oh,
might
Dominus
want.
is...
He can burn the midnight oil.
Yep.
Nuts. For the rest of you don't.
He'll get exhaustion. He doesn't give a shit. And he'll get a point of exhaustion if he has to just to get this done.
That's fine. You get the place that you're in isn't a compound. It's not like it's a house with a huge thing, whatever. It's 2 houses on a property that is meant for a company that has a small guild hall for small manufacturing on site. Most of these boxes, the small manufacturing building has been producing, and these wagons are backed up as needed into essentially a loading dock, if you will. So that way you can put them in on the sides or from the back like you would with wine casks when they used to load them up with when friars used to load them up in medieval. Which is really funny looking at an old medieval loading dock, by the way. You all should check it out. It's freaking hilarious. Not necessary, but it's done anyway. So in case anybody ever wondered how they pick up these giant, heavy-ass wine casks, they didn't. They rolled them up ramps onto a flat surface and then rolled them in and then locked them in place. It's simpler. You can do the same idea. The manufacturing facility is being torn down. You're taking all the major components of the factory. There's no reason to keep it here, and all of Alden's research, which amounts to maybe half a wagon, has been loaded up first, including what remains of his hover platform. Sans the weapons, because I'm fairly certain he dismantled most of that before it would have fell apart on him anyway.
Now, I will say, if these guys are gone on the second shift, I don't know, are you going to stick around second shift, or...
Do you want my help?
You should get some rest.
Well, the only thing I wanted to do right before second shift started was specifically ask Dominus why we're packing all this shit.
It's going to the capital.
But what do we need it for?
I need it.
Understandable.
And then I walk away.
All right, well, if you don't need me, I'll just bring you a beer later.
Sounds perfect. Once they're gone, if Alden's still up...
He's dead.
Alden's dead.
Oh yeah, Alden's up all right.
Never mind.
Or down, you don't know. Could be just all around if it just disperses.
Is Priya up and around?
She is. She is taking tea inside one of the houses.
Okay. I take a break and I go to talk to her.
Okay. Probably sitting with
Travis?
You'll see that very commonly. Kyla, the woman that's the engineer that's referred to as a cousin, is in the house, but she is packing all the stuff up for her kids.
Okay.
And her husband's already left. He left this morning.
Right. Priya, I had something I wanted to speak to you about. Perhaps in private?
Take a walk with me. And she goes to a back garden.
I want to know more about the Dornritter.
Are you willing to accept the offer then? Or are you just wanting to know more about it?
I want to know what you stand for.
Me personally, I joined because there are some things that the Crown and the Paladins and even the ancient witches hid from everyone. And I think power doesn't need to accumulate into superstitious, overinflated, mechanical people that are shoved inside a steel and gold suit and allowed to walk around as if they have the power to end everything.
As Dominus is standing there in steel half plate.
You emulate whoever you want to.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not as foolish as Alden, though. I don't need illusions or delusions to drive me. Scientific principles and magic being codified will be reasonable and measured before any gains are made.
Then to answer your question, yes, I would like to accept the offer.
I will refer you when we get to the capital then. Understand that it's not a light commitment.
I know.
Aw.
We had to bring the tension back down.
By changing it?
Yes.
Yeah, now it's sexual tension.
Oh. I suppose there's got to be something.
You're welcome.
Yep. I'm willing to accept my part and handle the responsibility.
All right. We are going to have to make a priority to go through Alden's research.
Indeed.
I'm far more limited in understanding, and with Lucretia and seemingly Adriana off the table as consultants, regardless in what form they would take, we're starting from zero.
What's the engineer lady's name again?
Kaya.
Kaya?
I thought it was Kyla.
Or Kyla.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Kyla was right.
Brain.
Yeah.
Too many names.
Is
Heard the Rolodex.
I feel with enough ample time to study it, and Kyla's help in the mechanical engineering aspect of it, and her skill set, we'll be able to have a handle on that in Alden's research in reasonably short amount of time. As far as he's come on it, he only leaves a few steps more, I think, that need to be taken.
Good. That's good news. The vote in the capital is going to be tumultuous. I expect a power grab to happen, and the vacuum is rather large. Usually whenever anyone dies that's in the royal family, concepts of succession immediately come up. And since family isn't necessarily the inheritor, expect tensions. I have plenty of support from Calum, but I don't have their patronage. And I do believe they aim to take the crown at this point. If not, TOGG might, but they don't really have the resources to push that hard. I have some favor. We'll see. During the vote, it'll be necessary for us to get enough headway we can use it as leverage. More for the Dawnritter than political aspirations. I don't care about the crown. My brother might.
I did not even know he considered such matters. He seems a little bit
He's been a prince.
flighty.
Are we talking about the same individual?
Lamel.
Dear. He talks a lot. We're family. We're not that family.
Ah.
I mean Xander, the current prince.
Ah.
He was married to what was left of Ziller's royal family. He technically would have claim to at least a fourth of the territories just by birthright. Theirs was hereditary. And I won't be surprised if that's part of negotiation.
Very well. Politics is not something I am very good at, nor have much of a care for. I will follow your lead as needed. And as said, I will do my part when it comes to the research. I have what plans are left. I have Alden's research. I have the designs we've discussed. I'll fulfill my role and make as much progress as I can. Speaking of which, I need to get back to loading. We have, we're getting close. Maybe almost done with the third wagon.
I'm going to keep Travis out of it, but the rest of his people will take shifts. We'll do it in 3. We'll leave tomorrow.
What's so special about this Travis?
He traverses.
He's one of the members of the Queen's Guard. One of the few that works in the Ministry of Darkness, what remains of it. And because there is a discussion of secession and my position in the family, I'm required to have one. You probably haven't seen him very much, but he keeps himself visible when he needs to.
I saw him actually quite a bit. He was actually one of the more helpful ones when it came to Logan.
They never have incompetent members.
Put the boxes in the right locations. Didn't intentionally put them in the wrong locations.
Are we now getting loud enough to hear someone? Or for them to at least respond?
Yes.
You might want to say that in the front lawn. If you wanted it to be known. You did ask for privacy.
Yes. Sorry. Anyway.
I'm going to borrow Adrit and Lamel. Lamel and I need to have a important discussion about family, and Adrit's going to need a little bit of a rundown on, well, everything.
What an accurate statement.
Besides, we're going to need Travis to teach him. It's going to be fun.
Interesting. Very well.
We'll start with table manners.
That's going to be a long one.
Yes. And thank you for your time, and I'll get some rest on the road. I need to get these wagons finished.
Good enough. For your part, and your part, wherever you're at.
I figure comically I show up with coffee instead of beer for Dominus, my friend.
So are you in the house?
I just showed up back at the loading area, like expecting him to be there. I didn't just show up in the house. I would invite like attempts to get my ass beat.
As you're walking back in anywhere with the thing. Lamel.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Oh, coffee, thank you.
Yeah, here you go, Dominus.
I actually pat you on the shoulder.
You have
Knock
coffee.
the other coffee out of his hand.
Would you like coffee?
I'm not that
Absolutely.
strong. Well, my armor is activated. So.
I could always get more. It's fine. There's no alcohol. No. It's just coffee. No cream, no sugar.
No sugar? What is wrong with you?
Many things. Would you like to discuss them?
No. Instead,
Is this
I would like to
Prius
discuss your friend. No, this is Aquila.
Wait, when did...
It's been hours.
Oh, so did you like directly message him or something?
I didn't directly message him. I'm going to go back to him because we're going to do that whole flashback to... Gotta let you all know that he's out there. Come on, man. Let me set up the scene. Don't call the shit out.
I'm sorry.
Bam.
I just didn't understand why he suddenly...
No. Yeah. Everybody thinks it's a guy.
No, I know.
Love it.
I was talking about Lamel. I know Aquila's a girl.
Yeah, Aquila's a girl. Sort of.
I think Lamel's sometimes a girl too.
He
No.
needs to be.
No. That
That's a pretty easy distinction.
yeah. Maybe a gym bro
I know, your
occasionally.
tits are on at all times.
Occasionally?
Always.
I'm generally a nice person.
Okay. Fair enough.
Not to say Jim Bros can't be.
Yeah.
He occasionally walks around singing, I'm a lumberjack, I'm a lumberjack.
Oh, God.
Adrit.
I remember you.
Yes, you should.
I wish I did not.
Feisty. Too bad I'm head of the Magia Council now, so... That technically means you're my bitch. But don't worry, I won't ride you today, lizard boy. Nonetheless, I believe I have some important information you're gonna want.
Okay. You're gonna give me this information, or do we need to make a little party out of this? What's going on?
I'm now debating if I want to tell you.
Adric, can you do the talking? We've never been good at the talking. We've never done
I
this.
am slightly better.
Oh, I mean specifically with Aquila. Other people,
Yes, lizard boy, let's have a conversation.
There will come a day when your words will become the sword in your throat.
Only if I swallow one first, but I suppose that's possible one day.
With a little
Lamel
bit of
laughs very
coercion, it's
hard at the
always
word
possible.
swallow.
You do belong in the family, spicy little one. Now, I have a friend of yours who's playing with a friend of mine.
I feel like Adrid is... Well, I know he's, like, directly smart, but I also feel like he's connection smart enough to, like, infer that that's Richard.
Could be Quinn.
Lamel's lost. So fucking lost.
It could be Gwen, you wouldn't know.
Dominus is
Where have
drinking
you
coffee
taken Richard?
over by the carts.
Ooh, the lizard boy is sharp. Lamel, you did pick a good one. Too bad you had to take the tin can with it, but nonetheless...
but Dominus is the best part. He's Iron Man.
But nonetheless, yes, you are exactly right. You see, he's playing with one of my friends.
That
And
could be Quinn.
he's playing a game.
Oh, your games are always so fun. Which one is it this time?
Claptrap. Only I have a live one instead of a metal one.
Oh,
No springs. This one will bite all on its own.
oh, that's so good.
Yes, and
Oh,
Richard
wait.
is involved.
Oh,
He's so jealous.
Richard's-
Richard's
That-
playing the
Right
game.
now?
You've caught on.
oh, poor Richard.
Is this friend of yours perhaps named Felicia?
No, but that is one of them.
So what would you want out of us in this equation?
Nothing. I promised him a wagon and some gold. It's right there. You see Felicia just hopping out of the thing, pulling a person that is very covered in bags.
I'd be angry.
If you want to take that wagon back, since yours are so indisposed with heavy things, it'll take you far too long to get it where you need to go. So, you can take mine, since I promised Richard anyway.
That's awfully generous of you.
It is. I always have an out. Tick-tock. The game is already started.
I
How long has
propose
the
a
game
news
been
game.
going on?
A news
Oh,
game.
you want to ask questions?
I'm just simply curious. You know how I am with you.
The sun set almost 3 hours ago, so full.
He's fucked.
I
He
would
was
like
dead
to
4 hours ago.
propose
Got
some kind
it.
of a new game, if possible.
Sure, we can play games I have all night.
One to coincide with the one Richard is playing.
Well, I'm assuming he's still playing, but yes, let's go with that idea.
Is there anything possibly you could want from me?
No.
What?
Wait, yes.
Oh, God.
Neil.
I almost considered it for how much I wanted this other part of this game. I want to smack that one with my staff as hard as possible.
You are more than welcome to hit Felicia with anything you would like to. But I'm not in control whether she moves or bites back.
She's probably pretty good at biting back, just an FYI.
I do not take kindly to sleep darts.
Oh.
Richard pops in on your shoulder. I don't know, man. I don't think she has any teeth to bite you with. Go for it.
Just ghost Richard.
And then
I mean, that might be legit.
Another Richard pops in on the other shoulder and
it's
says,
the angel and devil on your shoulder.
No. It's the devil and the worst devil.
No, man. He's got a point over there.
Fine then. There is no second game.
But he turns his gaze over to Felicia and says, as he turns to her,
I will meet you again, and I will punch you very hard.
Flips you a silver piece. Oh, sorry, I've heard it a lot.
I think you should be collecting silver for every time you've heard it then.
At this point, there's enough corpses I can collect. Also,
enough.
there's now less gold in the wagon. So it wasn't mine anyway.
Fair enough. Dominus, do we have a horse anywhere around? I don't think the wagon's going to be fast enough for what I need.
Speak up! I'm way over here.
Do we have a horse I can borrow?
Well, we're not using the horses just yet.
All right, I need to go save Richard's life, possibly. I need the horse.
I also need a horse.
Where's Richard?
A good point. Where the fuck is Richard?
I brought
no.
all of the clues you need. See, I came in on a road with a wagon. You should be able to figure this out.
Goes
Now, I
any
know
direction.
you're not the smartest in
I
the
learned that
Coliseum,
earlier.
but even you can literally put 2 points together.
Yeah, I can draw in the line.
Good.
I
Wait,
can't do that much.
you can.
Aren't you so proud of me?
Finally.
This is why I love you, Aquila. I would like to take the horse and take you and go.
yes.
We'll be back.
You're not going alone.
That's why I have...
Yeah.
Hello there!
2 of you.
You have more important things to do.
A friend
Yeah,
in need is
Richard's
more
life?
important than
Nah.
boxes that other people can deal with.
All right, get a horse. Let's go.
A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Except with a friend.
So-
So you guys start with horses racing down the road?
I grab some
Giddy
horses and bring them over.
I'm coming back.
I know, I got 3 questions for
And-
everyone at the table.
As
Deal
we're
with that one.
as we're getting ready to go,
Mhm.
I'd like to take a quick investigation of the cart, the direction it's facing, whatever clues I can get to figure out what fucking road they came in
There's
on.
one road.
Yeah, you're
There's literally a road.
Singular?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, we've only got one option.
All right, well, there.
I remember that after I asked the
Okay.
question like an idiot.
I'm going to cast 8 at 3rd level on all 3 of us, so we all have 10 more max HP.
Ah, you're doing that again.
Well, I mean, it's a good
Nice.
option.
Oh, I'm not saying stuff.
Yeah.
while you guys are preparing and eventually leaving, Aquila goes in the house.
Does Travis come running out and join us?
No,
I bet not.
absolutely not.
Okay, so we
I'm on my
we
break.
just fell for the biggest trick in the book. Okay.
Okay.
I hate this bitch so much. Ugh.
Oh, hello.
I'm just gonna glare. What can I do for you?
I'm here to speak to the lady of the house.
Let me see if she's decent. I close the door in her face.
Nice.
You have a visitor, and I describe the visitor.
Oh,
Yes or no?
absolutely not.
All right. I go back to the door. No, and I close the door again.
I love it.
Beautiful.
I know you're in love. Please don't make me do an old fairy tale.
I'm gonna leave the door and go hang out by the lady of the house. After I lock the door.
Lock, bar.
You hear
Seven
some
chains.
You hear some conversation going on outside. It's a relatively brusque voice, and then clearly Aquila. I guess not today. Oh well. Oh, you! I left you a present.
She said it by the front door.
She just kind of yells it up towards the windows and everything.
That's a bomb.
I'm waiting for it, yeah.
It's a paper bag full of dog poo on fire on the porch.
I would be.
Yeah, Felicia just scraped it off of herself after being in the sewer again.
Does it sound like she's still here, or does it sound like she left?
Aquila doesn't make a lot of noise.
I look out the window.
Hello.
I'm on the second floor, but okay.
Hello.
I close the door or the window.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Get your ass down here and blow me.
Rapunzel let down my hair.
Oh,
I
God.
need to know how many hit points this woman has.
More than one? Less than 1,000,000.
I need to know how many times I have to cast Guiding Bolt.
Many.
Probably 4.
Considering how badly she beat the shit out of you all earlier, you sure you want to fight her?
Beat the shit out of those two. I was unconscious.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I won.
Yeah.
And I was down.
Yeah.
Was it?
And I gave her an advantage
Technicality.
because I didn't just choose to fucking Magitech her.
Yeah.
I did okay in that fight.
What did you say, Jen?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm still here.
She's not going away.
She probably won't.
Shall we bunker in for the night, or shall we get rid of her?
Let the dogs out.
All right, I go to the back and unchain all 3 of the dogs. Fetch.
They come running around. Oh, doggies! Felicia,
Warning,
now
no
is probably
dogs were hurt in
not
the
the
making
time
of
to
this
pet
scenario.
it. Huh?
No dogs were hurt in the making of the scene.
Yeah.
You said none were.
No real
Past
dogs.
tense.
Oh. As the dogs come around and everything, Quilla goes, I get the hint. I will leave. Perfectly fine. Felicia will stay. Go on, dear. You can stay. I promise the dogs will love what you have.
Is she waiting outside, like, by a window at any point?
Who, Felicia?
Yeah.
Felicia's just standing at the door.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna get by a nearby window and dump a bucket of water on her. Clean her off a little bit.
Classic insult.
Could
Okay.
smell you inside.
Soap and water.
Throw a bar of soap at her, too. Hose is out back.
She goes down, picks up the soap, looks at Aquila, who's walking away, doing a... does not care. Just like hands everything, does not give a shit. She's skipping the whole way out.
Got Aquila and Lamel. 2 peas in a pod.
Gets right to the gate of the property. And she just... and then just kind of glides through, chest first, waist, and then so on. And then eventually, like, almost like the Michael Jackson to the toes, and then slides out. Once the door closes, she just starts going down the street. Felicia just annoyed. Do I have to kill your dogs?
Prefer you didn't.
I preferred you open the door. Arr! First dog.
The dogs are trained to fight back.
They can fight back all they want. I don't even need to roll dice. Dogs are CR quarter.
Yeah,
To
they
one.
Get a nat 20.
You're right. They can. Hold on. It didn't.
It didn't.
It still didn't. So Felicia attacks back. Okay. Second dog dies.
These are bad people.
They're supposed to be. That's the idea.
I know.
DoesTheDogDie.com. Yes.
I can throw something heavier at her if you'd like.
You could also dump boiling water on her.
Yeah.
That would be not nice.
Holding the. What kind of dog was it?
Dead one.
German Shepherd.
Sure.
Yeah.
Holding it like super tight by the scruff, drags the dog out enough, and then picks it up. Kind of struggling a bit with it to support with the second hand because they're not a light dog.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like snarling and everything. Stop that. Cruelty to animals for this person. Y'all hate her now?
No.
I hated her
did.
before she
Oh,
put me
okay,
to
cool.
sleep.
Yeah, cruelty to animals.
Yeah.
I now feel bad for myself. Oh, I felt bad when I started this, but it's too late now.
We gotta commit.
Do you want it back?
Are we talking to this one or?
Deal with her.
Okay. I'll go outside. Through the back. That way she's not easily accessible to walk in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have my gun pointing at her as I go out there.
Okay. As you come around, needle the dog, drops the dog. Dog does not look like it's bleeding or anything like that. It just,
It's still not doing great.
dog's asleep. She has those needles, so why not?
Oh, she didn't kill the dog.
Not that
Oh,
one.
only killed 2.
Yeah, it was like not that one.
She won't be the 3 out of 3. That's
So she's
really
not
evil.
that
Yeah.
bad.
She's only like this evil.
Yeah, she's
She's
2/3
not
evil.
this evil.
You won't
There's a
have her
fraction.
kill the
Yes.
dog. She can sleep them all. She's got enough darts for it. Especially if she's got enough for Adric. She can definitely.
It only took 1 from me.
So what does it take for the dogs?
Half.
Oh, so one's a lethal dose.
They're
No,
sharing.
she used the same
they're
dart
sharing
for all 3.
darts.
Just saves it.
What do you want?
I actually don't know. It really likes to cause chaos, and I assume that's what this was for.
All right, well, let's go, and I'll take her to the shower out back so we can let's get her cleaned up so we can go have a meal.
It follows. So, Richard,
Okay, so before we start, 3
we'll get to you
questions.
after the break.
Sounds good.
Not the
All
point.
right.
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's just like perfect. It just like
It just fades to the next scene and then commercial.
yeah, exactly. Which might be actually happening to some of you at home. So, the dogs will wake up in an hour or so.
I'm also gonna medicine check all
Very
of them.
well drugged, but
Medicine check all of them.
they'll be fine in a day or two. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to break. Please stay tuned as Richard's going to play a game of Claptrap. But before we go,
As always, if you would like to help support the stream, we would love your super chats, super thanks, super likes, super stickers, whatever those things are. We would love those things. And if you do choose to do a super chat, tell us what you're liking about the stream, what you like about this campaign, or do your worst. Tell us how much we suck, or what you hate. We'd love to hear all of it. Or if you just want to hear us say something strange in a funny voice, super chat that, and we will read it out loud in a funny voice. So,
I didn't have any. Oh.
no, that's all right. So we would love to see those, and we'll check those after the break.
All right. So be back in about 10 minutes or so. Go ahead, grab a snack, grab a drink, use the restroom, whatever you need to do, and come back to see Richard play a game of Claptrap. Yay! We'll be right back.
Just kidding.
Alrighty, and we're back. We left off with, hey, Richard,
What up?
do you want to play a game of Claptrap?
It's my favorite game that I just discovered.
Favorite game you just discovered?
Yep.
I love that you have that opinion. So, for all those at home that are probably just joining us, Richard is currently Then a chain is running from his manacle to a large metal rod embedded into the ground in the middle of a road that he's been chained to. His feet are also manacled, and he also has a fellow prisoner manacled to the pole.
Wait, wouldn't it be lizardical?
I mean, we can make puns.
Okay.
It is a alligator lizard man who is also chained to it. Their feet are bound. The chain runs from their feet to the pole.
That's what that is.
And then their arms are bound with rings, metal ones, to a metal band and leather around its waist. He has been warned that this creature enjoys eating at night. Right now it's fairly docile, as it is this last vestiges of daytime. Richard, what would you like to try to do to save on our game show today?
Okay, so
How
I want to try to.
will you survive?
I won't. So as I'm going to try to wiggle, at least get one hand free, I guess my good hand.
Did you switch them up because it was a left hand originally and
You're dislocating your other wrist?
His right hand's the one that should be fine.
yeah.
No.
Well, dislocated.
Mhm.
Yeah, so my right hand is dislocated. Does that make it easier to get out?
Yeah, you
I would
can,
imagine.
you can just make a sleight of hand check and a DC 10 to get out.
Oh, yeah, then let's fucking
It's
do that.
already
then.
dislocated. You're not going to
Cool.
dislocate
So,
it again.
as a
Right.
10,
You're out.
because I'm pretty sure that's a 5. Come on, piece of shit.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
Damn
17
that technology
plus
and its convenience.
Right?
Yeah.
5 and 5.
All
I'm
right.
gonna start using you, green. Okay. So,
Superstition.
hands out. I want to talk to the lizard man. So, are you gonna? How are you? We cool?
Just kind of sitting there. It is cold.
Okay, literal fella. I know a guy exactly like you. So, why are you in this situation?
Conserving my strength.
Anyway, as I reach into my back and I pull out an acid flask.
Bucket sand!
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm gonna pour it on my manacles first. Not my manacles, my
Your foot.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
on my feet one. Hopefully it chews through it. Does it? Yay, nay. It probably takes a while.
About a minute.
Okay, cool. So I can now move those freely. Perfect. Reach back in, grab the other one. Does he use the entire flask or no?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's a single use. As he dumps a pint of very caustic acid on it.
Yeah. All right. Now, this one's the fun one. I'm gonna try to get it on this one so I can have this one free.
You're going to try and do it with precision?
Yes. This way it's not touching me.
Make an attack roll unarmed at disadvantage for me.
Unarmed at disadvantage. Hey, buddy.
Or I'll let you make sleight of hand at disadvantage.
Probably take the sleight of hand.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take the
I
sleight of
would
hand at disadvantage. No,
I mean, it's
you
two
can
different
cast
actions
into the
unarmed.
fire.
Just pick
Do you
which
want to
one.
use one of mine?
Oh,
Nope, I'm gonna use this guy.
Okay.
Same color, but different.
cast him. Cast
So.
him to time out.
8.
What? That thing's real? Show that to the camera.
The dunce chair!
She brought a timeout chair for dice.
Yep.
It's got a dunce cap and everything.
It doesn't stay on very well.
No, it does not. But
It's
Just
the
hold it
thought
there.
that counts.
It sounds to me like a skill issue, honestly.
You know, I
cap
think
will
I'm
stay
going to
on
make
if
it like
it's,
you would make a ratchet set
there you
so
go.
it fits on the
Yeah.
D20.
Yep.
So at disadvantage, like it's gonna be an 8. So I'm probably gonna splash a little on myself.
You do.
Perfect.
Roll a d6.
4.
That's how much you're going to take in an acid.
Perfect. I can take it. Am I at least free or no?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
But the manacle's still attached, but like the chain's busted.
he has use of his hands.
Yeah.
That's what he needed.
awesome. And I still have the chain, is what you're saying?
Yeah, part of the chain is still attached.
Okay, cool. So I'll make a deal with you. Because I'm assuming those chompers are, or your teeth, pardon my language, are strong enough to bite through this. If you bite through this and get me free, I'll get you something to eat. Awesome, talkative fellow. All right, so I'm out of acid. I have a portable smithing tools.
You just start pulling tools out of your thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say that takes a good 5 minutes to pull out, so we're 10 minutes in.
Okay. Ding, 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 ding.
I don't think you're proficient with those.
I thought I was proficient with everything, but probably not. You're right.
What a statement. I'm proficient with everything.
Doesn't say I am. Doesn't say
Tools,
I'm not.
I am.
But I feel like we've been over this. I'm going to assume I'm not. Nope.
You should assume that you are, though. That's better for you.
Which I think the tools let you roll advantage on me.
If you're proficient.
If you're proficient,
proficient.
no, not necessarily an advantage. Just you. If you're proficient, you get your proficiency bonus.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, what would be the most appropriate skill, we think?
For what? Using
Either-
smith tools?
Either strength
Or
or
dexterity.
muscling it, or
Well,
maybe like
It would be strength or dexterity, in my opinion,
Yeah,
because
dex to
it's either precise,
right
precise
spot.
hitting
yeah.
or the strength to hit. it.
Actually, I want to do dex. So what I want to do is I want to take the chain. I want to wrap it around. Put one of the, I assume there's a metal bar or something like that.
Sure.
Put it through it and see if I can use torque and whatnot to get it off.
Break your wrists. Got it.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm trying.
It's attached to his feet.
Mhm.
You're going to break his ankles first.
I thought it was attached to my feet.
You're doing the feet, because your hands you used acid on, right?
Use
No, he used
acid
acid
on
on the
both.
feet.
I'm just doing the chain. I use acid on my feet to get those. free.
Oh, okay. You're just
Acid
trying to
on
get the
me.
chain off the ring.
Yes.
Yeah, he wants to be able to get the fuck out.
He's not attached to the pole anymore.
I'm not attached to the pole.
Oh, yeah, it would be. Because
Yeah,
you just did the
because-
one that was attached to your
Whereas, like,
chest.
that was the
Yeah,
whole point.
I get what you're saying. Okay. My bad. I'm dumb.
That's fine.
I'm screwing up my own statements. It's fine. I'll allow it.
Perfect. I assume at disadvantage.
I'd say since you have the tools, we'll just say it's normal roll.
Normal dex.
Yeah.
Cool. It's gonna be a 5. I lied, it's 6. So probably not.
This needs to work. It doesn't.
Put to the back again.
I want to add a timer right about here, just slowly ticking down.
That's fine. I feel like I have.
Put your hand up. No, in be the countdown.
It's metal on metal, correct?
I would imagine.
I have to.
Anyway, it's metal on metal.
Yeah.
Okay. Even at the base.
Yep.
Yeah, figured.
That way
So-
it's nice and hard to break.
Yeah, I see that. So what I would like to do is take my alchemist fire, pour it on there, heat it up, which should give it a little more malleability or weaken it.
Sure.
Try it one more time.
You pour the alchemist fire all over the chain.
Not all over it. So like I have it wrapped around. I'm still trying to do that,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm trying to get as close as possible. So pretty much just on like one chain link.
On
Okay.
this week of Richard Sets Himself on Fire.
I'm glad we all at home noticed that one.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite show.
Keep going.
Do I got to roll for it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I lowered DC.
How low did we lower it?
Not below 10.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's because you didn't get
What
the
is
new
this?
dice. Those are
That's the,
Zach's new dice.
That's the help.
So Alchemist flask is done. I have a bottle though.
I need to make a deck save.
I do.
Of course, he rolls really good on that one.
Do I keep it? It's out of my thing, but it's on the table.
Well, is it a good roll?
Sounds
If it's
like
a good
I'll
roll,
take it.
you keep it, obviously.
Wow.
Playing fair, 20.
Now we know how gentle. All right, so you take 4 points of fire damage as around your feet ignites on the grass.
Son of a bitch.
You can dance around and kind of get away from it, but you can't go far enough that it's not going to burn you.
What was this episode originally titled?
New Ventures.
It should just be titled Not a Good Name for
Can I
the
just
Future.
assault the chain enough to where it breaks?
Insult it?
It's-
It doesn't have a mind to be
Hurt its
insulted.
feelings.
Are you trying to do psychic damage to a chain?
You're probably insulting the creator.
Some random Smith who's just doing his job like 50 miles off.
Actually, do you want to do that? Do you want to
To
do
be
it?
fair, he said assault.
Oh, I thought he said insult. I thought he was
No.
going to do the...
No, insult, yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Spell,
stand
right?
corrected.
Yeah,
I
vicious mockery.
stand
Go ahead.
corrected.
You know, fucking. I hate everything about this because it's gonna hurt me somehow.
Go ahead. Only Adred's going to know why this was a bad idea.
What?
Oh.
What?
Actually, the lizard's going to react to it pretty quickly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I catch on now.
I don't.
It'll work.
Fucking
Yeah, you
stupid
too.
chain, not good enough to be anything else. Dumb.
And I got a natural one on that save.
3, 5.
Well, it is a chain.
For the first time in Richard's life, a coil serpent thing basically looks like banded cable.
Mhm.
It comes up with kind of a wormish snake head. Kind of rises out of the chain. Slithers out a bit of a tongue that's not forked, it's just a tongue.
Mhm.
And he goes back in. It says something,
Do you speak parcel tongue?
and I don't think you speak primordial, but I'm going to ask anyway.
I do not. See, I thought about casting comprehend languages before this,
Yeah.
but when the guy wasn't talking to me, whatever, it's fine.
Mm.
Yeah.
The chain breaks. As you see, it just kind of lets go and uncoils itself from being a chain, and instead turns into like fluid-y metal links that just kind of slither themselves against the hole that was put in the ground, and it just slithers itself into the ground.
I love spirit bullshit.
First question. His chain.
You will not get a second.
What?
The lizard stands up at this point. Abuse of the spirits, unacceptable.
Who abused?
Richard's fucked. Richard's fucked.
Is he still chained?
Yeah.
I meant no harm. I meant no foul play. I didn't know it was a spirit. But I'm glad we have this dialogue now. My name is Richard, and you are?
Going to eat you.
There. As I'm going to start backing up a little. Actually, it went that way, so excuse me. I'm going to go this way. Okay, so... What can I do to convince you not to eat me?
Make amends.
How? Guide this weary child.
I'm not a priest. I'm one of the guardians.
I don't know who's
And
listening,
you-
but...
Fleshy, human bag of meat have crossed a boundary.
I'm not gonna lie, the way he's describing you kind of makes me want to eat you.
Delicious.
I didn't know.
I'm not blaming you. You sound delicious, man.
Okay, but... See, I was going to try to help you get free, but I feel like you got that, and I'm going to start backing up as I'm talking to him, because, like... Yeah, a little bit.
Reaches down.
Yeah.
Changes tank off.
Yep, saw that. Yes, okay.
He just like reaches down with it still attached to his waist, just kind of bends at the knees so it gets to his leg and just pulls. until it comes off his legs. The manacles are still attached. The chain's just not attached to the pipe anymore. And then it falls to all fours. Well, sort of. Belly.
All threes.
Well, it has
He's like-
little hands this way.
Well, what does a guardian entail of the spirits? Would I know anything about that? Would I have an inkling?
Religion.
Perfect.
At disadvantage.
God damn it.
It has to be a disadvantage. The tribes aren't well known.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just like, Richard, please.
Where am I? There it is. Five.
Yeah, but you know about Adrit and the spirits. And,
All right, Adric, guardian. I'm assuming you're a guardian. Cool. Protector. of
Yeah, I've been
spirits.
promoted.
yeah.
I do have a friend who is a guardian as well, and he will vouch that I mean no harm to any spirit. Do I know you use spirit magic? Hold on, let's back up real quick. I've seen you use spirit magic before, not the spirits, but I know that's your thing.
So I don't know, if you know specifically, but I'm assuming you've offhandedly heard me mention spirits before.
100%. Okay.
And then you're like, wow, this guy can manipulate magic or something. Wow.
Does some mystical bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, so my friend Adrit, he can vouch for me. Me and the spirits, brosif. See?
You just punched one in the face.
I'm still backing up a little bit.
I am debating if you are lying. As he goes to roll insight.
Deception, I guess.
I don't know, are you lying?
Or persuasion.
So, no, I'm not lying because you know what? Adric can vouch for
Roll
me.
persuasion.
You rolled
19.
I do not know if you are lying, but you happen to know of one of my people,
He knows of Adrit. You know of Adrit.
and I am now concerned what you have done with him. So,
One step forward, 3 steps back.
while I figure out how to get out of these, talk fast.
Talk fast.
As he's just laying on the ground and his eyes are just glaring.
He's
right
just
at
moving
you.
like a snake. Just
I mean, gators can push themselves just fine on their bellies. There's
Okay, that's fine.
no reason a lizard man can't do it.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, so me and Adric met about a week ago.
About a week ago.
Has it been a week timeline, or what's the timeline so far? What happened with
Just slightly longer, but that's about right.
okay. I don't know if you guys jumped a month.
No, it's
Nope.
not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Yeah. Sorry, songs are gonna get stuck in my head.
Yeah, he's helped me out. I've helped him out. I'm a little lost at the moment, but he's actually one of my really good friends.
From what Aquila said, you don't have much of those.
I'm pretty sure she said I was good at making friends.
She also said you were good at lying.
So is she.
Now I don't know who to believe. Eating you is still sounding like the right decision.
See, or can I see his other hand, by the way?
I mean, they're both on the ground.
Okay, I thought he released one of them.
No. He pulled upwards. He just basically deadlifted a chain and broke it.
Yeah.
With one side.
Oh, so he's not chained,
hold up!
but he's
I
still
totally
manacled.
misinterpreted that. Then
Yeah, no. He squatted down with his back legs so that his front leg could grab the chain that his legs are attached to the pole with,
Mhm.
and then just stood up and curled it against his waist so it would snap.
Oh, see, because I thought he released one of his hands, not the
Nope.
chain.
Yeah.
So he is free from the
He's free from the post. He is still manacled to his waist, and the
Okay.
manacles are still attached, so his legs are stuck together. He is not attached to the pole anymore.
Sir, how was me breaking the chain different than you breaking the chain? Did you not just offend a spirit right there?
I did not insult it nor call it. For now,
But you physically broke it, which could be even worse, depending on the spirit.
you really don't know much, do you?
Honestly, I'm just talking to talk at this point.
And you are good at it. You are still lying.
I'm not going to convince you of that, but
This is true.
so let's get down to why you're here. What about this dirt? Maybe I can help you find the dirt.
Aquila had taken dirt.
So we can go kick the shit out of Aquila.
I will.
I fucking love this guy.
So
You will not be part of it.
I think we would work better as a team.
I cannot trust you.
That's fair. We just met, you know. But you know my name. I haven't even gotten your name.
And I don't intend to give it.
Fair enough. Do most of your people eat intelligent creatures?
It depends.
I'm going to ask Adric about this one.
Well, as you guys are on the road, you're hauling ass, right?
Yeah.
As you're hauling ass on the road. Anyway, I'm kidding. No, it's your hauling ass on the road. You can see the wagon ruts that have been there for a long time. The road keeps going and everything like that. You do notice about half hour into your ride, roughly, there's a point in which some sort of exchange happened, and there are tracks that lead off up into a hills. It's just where you can see the grass is kind of mushed down, but you kind of, though you can't run the horse ragged nonstop, so you have to kind of like trot it, let it walk, and run, and so on. Unless you don't give a shit if the horse dies, which doesn't seem like that's the case.
I would rather not kill a horse.
We don't like cruelty to animals in this house.
Yeah.
Well, might be a little late for that. Nonetheless, yeah, you can see the ruts, but you have no inkling what it really means. Bandits on the road, on a main road, is just not really a thing. Watchers are pretty notorious for fucking up those kinds of gangs, to the point where it's just better for crime to occur in the city or to occur nowhere near where the Watchers regularly have carte blanche without oversight, where a body can disappear and nobody cares.
All right, quick question. What's the terrain look like around here as far as...
You're in a low valley between partial mountain ranges. It's a valley in the mountain ranges. Most of the area around you is just overgrowth to some extent. The road is well maintained, probably 400 or 500 feet from the road, which the road is wide enough for probably 3 wagons wide easily.
Mm-hmm.
It's paved in the way that essentially they dig pack rock into slabs and then pour a mortar to keep them together. And they do this in sections all the way down. It just kind of staggers. It's, one, all the way. The slabs are wide and pretty smooth for the most part, which is why there's usually metal bands on the wagons.
Assuming we're at one of the points where we have to walk the horses because we've been pushing them.
Yeah, or just walking it.
Okay. And we see the tracks that go off the road, and then, all right, screw it. I am going to, if I can find it, going to use my Celestial Revelation, and I'm going to fly straight up, both action and movement. So I'm going to do that for maximum of 30 seconds because I get a whole minute of this. And that would put me up to like 300 feet or 350 feet up in the air at maximum. So I'm going to keep going up, though. If before I get to that point, I'm looking kind of both down the road ahead as well as the tracks off to see if I see anything that looks like, oh shit, that looks like where the cart, would have been and Richard is and all that shit.
Roll perception with advantage due to your well-placed use of height.
Whew. Those were not the greatest. One of them was a natural 1.
While he's doing that,
and the other one was a 6, so that's a total of a 7.
Well, you can partially eliminate the one that goes out towards the woods, solely in the idea that the undergrowth and everything that's towards the woods has already started to grow back in the tracks. It's just logic that too long ago.
Okay. So in that case, I'm actually going to use the remaining 30 seconds
To essentially dive land.
kind of dive land forward, just to see, while I'm heading that direction, just to see if I can see anything further along the road, if we're getting close.
How about two of you?
I had wanted to roll either an Arcana or a Religion check to try and sense the presence of spirits.
Okay.
So what would you have me roll?
Religion, please.
All right, awesome. That's the one I have expertise in. That is going to be a 23.
Okay. There are spirits in the woods that are always here.
All right.
Nature spirits are not unusual. One of the more common things that's out here is, well, I mean, if you're willing to deal with a will-o-wisp, but that's usually not the smartest thing in the world to deal with. But yeah, but there are basically proto-animal spirits. They look like they're the things that were concepts of an animal that never actually came true, which is not too unusual in the woods. It's even more common in areas where there may have been unmarked graves or just animal graveyards, stuff like that.
Okay.
They kind of congregate to it, mostly because they mourn the life that had happened and what that experience may have been like from beginning to end, and because they don't know it.
That's cool. Am I able to communicate or commune with any of these
As
spirits?
long as you have primordial,
I do have primordial, yeah.
it's within your natural ability. So
All right, so I end up trying to talk to one of the proto spirits, and knowing how spirits work and everything, with a lot of them, I would imagine are very simplistic in communication. It's like it's more like ideas rather than full-on sentences. I basically just try to communicate to them the idea of a wagon and people in the wagon, and like posing a question, like where could this have gone?
I am lost. I have gone around and round for far long. In that long, I have gone flat. You should be picking me up. I can talk directly to it. All right, so it's gone round and around for a very long time. And in this time, I have been flat, with weight upon me, thrice upon my back, once upon my tail, and once upon my neck.
I'm not entirely certain what that means.
I have stopped. I am on stone. This stone is old, yet it is new. Broken and ground, I find myself no longer aware of who I was. But I have been called something new. I am square. I am cubed. I am laying within the dirt. My roundness travels upon my cube many times over. Great distances, as the burning soul of eternity travels upon my vision above me. It is the last moments before it has went beyond my vision, and the Moon Mother has returned. I have been reduced. The weight upon my tail remains. One of the weights on my back still remains. One of the weights upon my neck still remains. And I travel back upon the cube, returning, rolling multiple times for a fathomable time, until the Moon Mother has just crested over the first of the ancient trees. I believe this is what you speak. I believe this is what you conjure.
I think I was told some kind of prophecy about the end of the world or something, guys. I am terrible at interpreting these kind of things.
I think Andrew thinks we're all smarter than we really are.
Sir, we need third grade problems, and if that's for difficulty, can we go down to second grade?
No.
I mean, I assume he was like cryptically talking about the wagon or something, but like, I interpret it as further that way.
Oh no, I never stopped. I just kept going.
Yeah. Well, I'm still going. You guys are actually catching up because I went.
Sensing you don't understand,
Mhm.
it just starts floating, walking, kinda. As its amount of legs change,
Yeah.
it starts with 2, falls to 4, it gains 6, and then thousands.
That's a
As
lot.
its form, it extends itself out. It starts out kind of standing upright, not really in any real shape. It's kind of like a bad pyramid upside down with a ball loosely rolling on the top. And as it collapses into the 4 legs, the ball kind of rolls forward and the pyramid collapses into a cube. The appendages are just no more than tendrils that stick out the side and kind of slither back and forth like an octopus might walk on the bottom of the ocean.
Okay.
And eventually, as it elongates into this weird gaseous-like tube, the round ball stays at the very end as the 1,000 tendrils come out like a centipede. And then it just starts traveling along the road.
So you said the orb stays at the back, right?
The orb stays, it's on the top.
Mhm.
Then it falls and stays here. And then as it elongates, it's in the front, and then it starts going.
Front, not back.
Okay, in the front. And looking forward and backwards, which way did the sun set?
The sun... Hi, brain. The sun sets behind you.
Okay, so that's the best bet I have. I'm just going to keep going forward.
Okay.
Yay! I'm great at interpreting spirits, which is my entire character.
For those at home, I wonder if you got it. If you did, tell me in the chat.
Please
I'm just
figure
curious
it
if you
out.
actually...
Please tell us in the chat.
'Cause I'm dumb.
please. We want to know.
Do you understand the weird, malleable, not deer spirit thing
Not
that
even.
turns into a geometric centipede? You guys keep running. Ah, Richard.
Hi, Richie.
I'm still just talking with him, like
Yeah.
either waiting for the guy to come back, or I'm gonna get through this lizard. One of the two is gonna happen.
Okay.
So I pull out a ration, and I offer it to him. Would you like part of my ration?
What is it?
Turkey, meat, dried meat,
Why is it dry?
so it'll last longer.
Why not eat it fresh?
In case I can't.
You hold on to meat when the blood is gone?
Yes.
Your people are barbaric.
Does Andrew eat only fresh meat? And down to a list of things to ask him. So that's a no.
I will try it if you did not poison it.
Try it, and you'll like it.
I will wait.
Well, it's gonna be by you.
You threw it into the dirt.
Oh shit, he doesn't have any hands.
Why would you do that?
That's not. I did it. His hands are still here.
Just fucking taunting the lizard man.
Well, for one, I don't want to get close to you just in case you just. My hand or
I said
something.
I will eat you, not that I am going to now.
I'm not going to argue on the little nuances of wordplay, but
I am not playing.
you and Andrew would get along so well.
Yeah.
It's like we talked about what his people were like.
Yeah.
So when do you think what's his face is going to come back?
I do not know. Probably when they said they would.
Hopefully. I take out a candle. And I light it. A little light to
We're done, Scat.
guide us because it looks like it's getting dark.
Felicia and Travis. Are you quite literally hosing this poor woman down?
We're bathing her, and then we're gonna go eat food.
You hosing her down outside, or you actually let her take a shower
Shower.
for the
Not a monster.
second time? She takes a shower.
No, clearly it doesn't stick.
She does this though. She's gonna be like, "Yo, so how you been?" Stab. All right, let me go kidnap. Insert NPC.
No, because she doesn't shower with her weapons on her.
Where do you suppose she drops them?
Down your throat. I guess.
Doesn't matter where she drops them. When she's in the shower, she doesn't get that back.
You're going to take them from her?
Absolutely.
She's not giving them to you.
Well, she's not gonna fucking get her.
Well, you invited her inside?
No.
That's where the shower would be.
No, I know.
Are you hosing her off in the backyard?
No.
Or are you letting her into the shower?
In the shower.
Okay, so she goes in with everything she's got unless you're going to try and stop her.
She's going to shower fully clothed and weaponed.
I think she's going to go into the bathroom, close the door, and then take her stuff off after
Yes.
locking the door,
And then the
shower.
door is going to open and her stuff is getting grabbed.
Is this how you're explaining it to her?
No. I'm not explaining it to her. I'm just doing it.
That's not going to happen.
Well,
You're going to have to talk to her if you're going to think that's going to happen.
I like the idea that she just showers with a gun. As soon as the door opens, pow!
This is my favorite knife.
A gun can be used for many things.
Like opening letters.
Many shower things.
Like washing your
According to
hair.
Lamel, it has a lot of different uses. Go ahead. How are you going to get her to do this?
are you taking a shower or not?
Are you offering?
Yes, but the weapons stay here.
No.
Then you don't come inside.
I have the soap, and there is a spout.
Have fun.
She walks over to the spout and starts taking her armor and her clothes off. No hesitation.
Censor bar.
No, adult channel. No problem.
I don't have to describe what she looks
Exactly.
like naked.
All right, then I'm going to go back inside.
Best to be left to the imagination in it.
Yes. Did you even pay attention to her?
I'm not going to wash or shower.
Okay. Where do you go?
Back inside.
Where do you go?
Where's Priya?
Still upstairs.
All right, I'm back upstairs.
Okay. She's in a study that's up there.
Chilling.
And did she leave?
No, she's taking a hose. She's not gonna leave.
I thought not. Should at least give her soap.
Yeah.
Good. And I can't claim that we're horribly uncivilized.
No.
Give her this too. Hands her one of the bottles of basically perfume, but it's cheap.
I'll run outside, set it back in, and then run back in.
Okay.
While checking on the dogs and the progress.
They're asleep.
Okay, well, I make them comfy in the beds.
Eventually, you hear the sound of very vigorous scrubbing, like a horse brush on the side of a horse.
That makes sense.
Um,
Horse brush on horse.
Yeah.
Because of what I am, can I tell, is she Genasi at all?
No,
Okay.
she's not.
Okay, that rules out that theory.
You sure? Because, I mean, she could be shit Genasi with...
I said that rules
just
out my only
constantly-
theory.
She's not. Did you pay attention to her when she doesn't have clothes on at all?
I'm not gonna stare, but I'm going to attempt to discern whether or
You're
not
gonna
she's
check her
Genasi.
out.
Okay. She does have tattoos
Okay.
all over her body. They're just not in places that would be visible if she was actually wearing her gear.
Mm-hmm.
The tattoos are really unique looking. That if you wanted to make a history check, you could. Otherwise,
Sure,
they're
why
just odd.
If I were history. You ready? No.
Roll for no tramp stamp.
No.
Okay. So generally speaking, there's what looks like it looks like somebody took a sponge, cut it into a ring, and then gave it kind of like wagon wheel spokes, but they're not well done.
Yeah.
Dipped it in ink and then tapped it onto the middle of her back where her shoulder blades meet, and then around it on the lower left, kind of looks like a mix between a bull and a full stag deer, but it's really, weird, like spongy print, and somebody let it run too. On the other side is a bear, and the bear is upright with its paws just kind of out. And on the top is a bird that's wings are totally out, and each of the fingers are just like rounded feathers as they stay down. But the bird's head is upwards, like it's flying up her back. On the front of her, there's knotwork, but it's not like Celtic knotwork. It looks more like rope macrame knots than anything. You can't discern any meaning to it past the fact that it looks like a harness of sorts. But it's all tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
And above her right butt cheek, there's a heart that says
It's a
with
butterfly.
Derek. No, it's a heart and it says Derek.
If it says anything, it says dare you.
There's a line through it, and then below it, it says Steve.
I mean, there's a lot of blue tattooing too. Most of it's black, but there's also like blue geometric shaping.
Like henna tattoos, or just blue in color?
No, like they're really vibrant blue.
Okay.
So whilst I bring out the perfume, I'll also bring out a change of like regular ass clothes.
Okay.
And set them both there for her, and a towel, I guess.
Thank you. She gets dressed, dries herself. Now about that discussion.
Go on.
Not with you.
Yeah, she doesn't feel like talking right now.
All right. She goes over to the house where there's probably a chair on the outside.
Yeah.
Sits in it.
I go back inside. I'll bring her out something to eat.
That's the one I put the bomb under.
No, the package is still at the front door.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'll take a look at that one here, I guess.
Okay. It's a box that's been wrapped up. Simple paper. Very nice little twine bow. And there's a tag attached to it like it's a present. It just says for you. Doesn't say who that is.
Okay. Can I, do I think it's trapped, or...
Roll perception.
Just gonna, before I do that, am I gonna regret opening this?
It's Aquila. I regret everything I open.
Alright, fair enough.
There's no sound to it.
They were made
I'm
in a
gonna-
factory. A bomb factory.
I'm
They're
going to
bombs.
set it a fair distance away.
So you're going to pick it up.
Yeah.
Roll dexterity.
Oh, God, knew it.
That's a 6 plus some number, so it's not great. Dex is a skill gen.
No.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
Just kidding. I don't know how to fucking use D&D. That's a 9.
Okay. So you got to pick it up. And this powder residue comes off on your hands and you need to make a con save.
You just got anthraxed. You should have proficiency with that one.
I don't
Plus 4.
fucking know.
It's a 12.
12.
99.
Alright.
Yay! That's the second time.
You guys knew better. Come on.
I knew better.
Richard.
I guess we're talking. I'm gonna cast a spell. So I want to know the spirits they use here, like the same that Adrid's described to me at some point. He's never described this at any point. So I cast Major Image. So I have a lot of stars going around me, and I have what I would assume would be spirits. So like a spirit of a person would be a person. A spirit of a squirrel would be a squirrel. But like ghostly white or something.
That's pretty accurate for some
Oh,
of
isn't
them.
it?
For some of them, not. I mean, you heard him describe the odd geometric monstrosity.
Oh, fair.
Make one of those.
You've done some weird ones too.
yeah.
So I have them dart all around me. Do they kind of look like this? You know, the birds, the squirrels.
He does that blink, but only one of the eyes reopens, if you will, one of the lids.
Mm-hmm.
It is laced in your gift.
Huh?
Your person is not a spirit. Your gift is using them to create patterns.
So the spirits help me. So spirits are the root of magic, is what you're saying.
I do not know what your root is. However, You are influencing them.
Good to know. I'll talk to Adrian about that. Maybe we're one and the same.
I doubt that.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
About what time is it now?
Probably about 8.
Okay, yeah. So that'll go on for about 10 minutes. As I'm talking to him, I'm creating all different. I'm asking him to describe a spirit to me so I can know what a spirit physically looks like. So what do you see spirits as versus I've never seen a spirit?
I have never had to teach someone what they look like. I have taught them to feel them.
New opportunities. How do I feel them?
Do not know if I should teach you. I am a guardian, not one of the priests.
Which is fair. How you doing on getting out of that?
Not trying.
Worried. Okay, cool.
I'm still debating if I should just eat you.
See, I'm trying to have a moment here with you. Like, I'm trying to get a better understanding of your culture, what you understand. Can you help me out here? Or?
Insofar as it makes my prey comfortable. Stressed meat is usually bad.
Well, so I'm gonna lay it down for you right now.
You will lay down.
You are most likely will not eat me.
I will.
And I don't want to just leave you here. So if you're still thinking about eating me, I'm just going to leave you tied up and I'll walk away. I'm trying to give you some company.
Why would I need that?
You never felt alone?
Do you know how I grew up?
No, I don't. Could you please inform me?
Yeah, regale us with your tale.
Like all of my children and my siblings, we were born in clutches. We fend for ourselves in the sun. Only ones strong enough to survive are ever brought before a brood mother.
Brood mother, as we know.
I didn't finish it
Say
eventually.
it. Say it.
Mother didn't raise no bitch. There you go. That's the line. Huh?
Man, that's rough. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
That doesn't apply there.
As a guardian, we are
Die.
required to survive alone for 1 year.
But now you're with people.
I am
Or-
not with you.
I didn't say you're with me. I said people.
You are
So.
the only person nearby.
Patrick's never this difficult.
Don't you love having
Not
two of
yet.
us?
He's always that difficult.
You don't remember first and second episode, do you?
Oh yeah, I was like that in the first.
I do not know if I am nailing Adrit's people down, but I am
You're doing
my best.
fucking great.
Oh, yes. It's beautiful.
Well, looking at the road, I'm going to assume town is back that way. If you're fine being on your own, because I'm not going to release you because you kind of made threats against me, which I feel like is perfectly fine.
I have not made a threat. The threat implies that I may not carry it out.
Yeah. Good day, sir.
It
I
is
will.
night.
I knew it.
All right. I'm going to go find a lizard who will actually talk to me.
I thought you were trying to cast instant transmission.
He's like, get me the fuck out of here.
Pretty much.
You start walking?
Yep.
Will you leave the beef jerky?
I go over by him
He opens his mouth about this far.
and I unwrap it and toss it in.
Athletics.
What? Is he gonna
Athletics?
snap at me? This fucking bitch, I swear to
I
God.
think he's trying to see if you can actually throw it in there. Maybe.
17.
He managed to make it into his mouth.
Oh, yeah, see, that's right.
And closes it. Starts to chew. This is bland.
It wasn't supposed to be tasty. Well, if you
Why
ever
would
decide
you eat this?
to survive, if you ever decide that you don't want to be alone, come look me up.
I am looking up at you now. And you are walking away.
You'll figure it out.
Are you certain you are not prey? You kept saying you were not,
I am not prey.
but you were walking away.
You're walking, not running.
You have turned your back.
Mm-hmm.
You are prey.
Hold on.
Walk the whole thing backwards.
I take a deep breath. I channel my inner Lamel.
Oh boy.
We're all going to start acting like you kept each other's characters, even though I don't have any.
As I turn my back, and I'm trying to picture Lamel saying this, because I can totally see him saying this. I'm only prey if I'm weaker than you. And I keep walking.
So, teardrop comes down his eye that he can't see.
Woo!
You're fucked.
100%.
But it was worth it.
So, emotional damage? Am I rolling that 2d4?
Are you actually going to do the insult?
I hope so. I really hope so.
This is how you start a dangerous path.
Yes.
I'm going to make a strength check here now for athletics to break the chain.
No.
Prove you are stronger.
Oh.
That is better. He presses down on the ground and slowly starts lifting himself up.
Okay, so he's coming up. One hand is free?
Mm-hmm.
Only one hand.
And the dislocated one as well, right?
No. I'm
From
talking
the
about
lizard.
the lizard.
Oh, for the lizard.
All of my appendages are good to go.
Mm-hmm.
He separated it this way. Oh, well, sorry, off the waist. You just got to bend the ring.
The one ring. No, there's multiple rings.
Oh.
I keep walking.
You sure about that?
Well then, it seems he has not lied. Maybe Aquila has. You keep walking. About an hour later, you run into these jokers who are panic running towards you.
Yo, what up?
Richard, you are free. Are you harmed?
A little bit.
Not anymore.
I should have a healing potion in his mouth. So I think if it's an action, it's the full healing, right?
Yeah. It's
So
just
you-
funny that you're going to basically shove a bottle into his mouth like he's a baby.
Yeah, he's my baby. you get 10 HP back.
I think he missed you.
Oh, thanks, Adra.
I apologize.
I reach
for
into
not
my
being
hand.
able to guard you.
You're perfectly fine. I had a very nice conversation. I pull out a healing potion myself, my own. Here, you can have it back.
Thank you.
2.
Fair trade. Stocks, baby. Stocks.
I don't know how, but your drink is still sizzling.
It's because alcohol.
Yes.
He
I
put
ran
an
into a
effervescent
kin
in it.
member of yours.
Another one of the tribes?
Yes, he didn't tell me his name, but he said he was a guardian.
Take me to him.
No.
By the name Claptrap, I assume that's not a good idea.
I do not recognize this name.
You didn't.
Oh, Adra, I've missed you so much.
I have come to recognize this as a symbol of companionship in your culture. It is
Okay,
called a hug, yes.
let's go back. You should be like,
Get on the horse.
thank God.
Is it not called a hug?
It is called a hug.
Yes.
Thank you, buddy.
Good.
Back we go, I guess.
Takes you some time. You get there. It's a ride. Some chains.
No,
No, we go back to the... Are we going back there?
I thought Adra wanted to go see him.
Oh, okay.
There's some tracks on the ground, but they're very light.
Oh, looks like
They
you got
look
out.
like your people.
Well, I'm fucking following.
Survival.
All right. I will also use guidance on myself
Okay.
because I'm baller like that.
You really gonna find him, man? You really want to?
It has been many weeks since I have last seen one of my kin.
Well, he kind of threatened me, so like, I'm just wondering if you really want to just.
I am not afraid.
Okay, well, you do you, buddy.
I will.
In fact, I will do a total of 27.
Pretty good.
Don't overkill it now. Come on.
So you start tracking them?
Mhm.
You track them, and you start following out into the woods. And the tracks end about 30, 40 meters into the woods.
And nothing?
And nothing.
How unfortunate.
It's 27 too.
Damn.
This guy must be really good at stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Crocodiles can climb trees, so it makes sense.
I look up in the tree.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Dude, I thought about it.
Okay.
I was going to have it drop specifically on Richard. I told you I would eat you. And just entirely end the episode like it's freaking like Cowboy Bebop or something.
Am I able to roll like
Not
a
doing that,
perception or something?
You can look around.
Okay. It's going to be... that's going to be 13.
You don't find it.
Damn. Also, what would I know of guardians in my culture?
They're raised solely to protect the priests.
So they are like the bodyguards.
They're temple guards at the end of the day.
Are you a priest or are you a guardian?
I myself am a shaman, which I suppose in other tribes might be referred to as priest.
So, guardian protects you.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just toss that out there. By the way,
My sister Ulki would be considered a
do
guardian.
you eat fresh meat?
Yes.
How fresh?
It depends on what I have recently hunted.
Okay, cool. Answer that question.
Would you eat
No,
Richard?
I just drew the comparison. The lizard folk over here to Teal'c from Stargate.
It's not a bad
No,
comparison.
I processed that the second I started talking.
I would not eat Richard, no.
Would your kind eat Richard?
It depends on the tribe.
Okay, that's
Blue scales? No, emerald scales. Sorry, emerald.
Do I know anything about that?
You can make a history check.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Why did I think blue? You said emerald, right?
They were emerald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if it's a blue emerald? Ooh.
A blood emerald?
A blue emerald. We love that ones. That's a 9.
You were familiar with the tribe, but at the moment, the specifics escape you. You do know they are very traditional,
Okay.
and they really hate the twins' children.
Yeah.
Like, they hunt them down actively.
I'm starting to consider doing it too. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, I don't think that's something that your specific tribe does, but
Yeah,
this one really does.
So I relay that to Richard. I say,
The specific details escape me at the moment, but they do not like the Naga.
Yeah, he did seem not to like Aquila.
I do not like Aquila either.
You guys share that in common.
Yes.
Really, I think she's quite pleasant.
She
Honestly?
must.
She is not.
I say this with like the biggest
Shit-eating grin. Yeah.
By
She
the
and
way,
hers tried to trick me.
yeah, she succeeded in doing so. She didn't try.
Yes. Well, no. You took me out of the situation.
No, you were tricked. I saved you.
Guys, are we walking back as we're talking?
Speaking of walking back, I don't feel good leaving Priya so unattended for so long.
That's why we're heading back.
Yes, we shall return.
I know what you're talking about. I'm doing a great job.
Speaking of, you wake up,
And praise God.
and Felicia's just sitting in a chair inside the house. You're laying on a couch.
Thanks.
Inside the house.
I said thanks.
You're heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got those
he's my
muscles.
brother.
All my pockets and stuff still with all their shit.
Not weapons.
Need those back.
No.
She should have chosen.
I believe you needed a shower.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Oh, what a callback.
Yeah.
yo, I remember when she needed a shower. Wow.
I do need a shower. though. She's not wrong.
That's why I'm already running in for you.
She's so polite.
Right?
How's how's Priya doing?
You don't see her.
All right.
Upstairs bleeding out.
We're just gone.
I don't know. Priya's pretty tough.
We'd like to know
I've met her brother.
about Lucretia and Adriana. What were they working on?
You don't really tell me many of the details.
You're not a meathead.
No.
And you know. Spill. She's just sitting there with a knife that's just kind of like picking at her finger.
That's gross.
Just getting the remaining of dirt and shit out of her nails.
There's a better tool for that.
Mm-hmm. There is, but that doesn't seem to be as better imagery. I don't know.
It's less threatening with a nail file.
I will scratch you.
Very hard.
But you know what? I'm going to take you at your word. She's upstairs. She's fine.
That's figured. If you wanted her dead, you would have sorted that out a while ago.
Definitely. As for the present, that was something I didn't expect. But then again, it's Aquila, so I've learned to expect a lot of things.
It's refreshing. Refreshing nap.
Takes the knife, presents on the table, cuts the string to let the paper just kind of fall, and it's powder, like almost like butterfly wing powder, just flutters down. And that's just a box.
I assume there's something in the box. From the immediate look at it, I'm not going to investigate it any
wet.
further.
It's wet.
Why is it wet?
It's wet.
I'm really not touching it again. I learned my lesson.
Picks it up, knocks her out again.
She goes to get up. Well, I think I've successfully delayed any interference, so I'm going to go now. I'll probably be back. I have no idea if Richard will come back, but not really something I'm worried about.
Where'd you put my weapons?
Well, they're under the couch.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Yo,
Grab a
under the
muffin on your way out.
Callbacks.
Grab a muffin on your way out.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna go get my shit.
So she leaves. A few hours pass.
I'm gonna go check on Priya.
You guys come back. She's fine.
Have a nice refreshing nap.
There is a box sitting on a table. There's this paper that's kind of unfolded. And the box, bottom of it looks wet. Like it was dropped in a puddle.
Oh, this is going to be someone's head.
No.
This is going to be someone's head.
You said, how was Priya?
She's fine.
Like, she checked on her fine?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This is going to be someone else's head.
Yeah.
So we're here now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know who it is.
I first introduced the fact that
Richard has returned.
Who's Richard?
This is Richard.
He goes by
Major image.
Dick.
Richard points down.
He does not go.
There's a lot of spell slots.
What are you talking about? I've only used 2.
Just saying, major image is like.
Third level spell. Already used both of them.
There we go.
You know, Dom,
This was important.
I think I need more coffee.
Agreed. I need to get back to loading of the carts.
I'm gonna go run and grab us
Well,
some
the
coffee.
carts are done.
Francis.
It's been a few hours. We didn't
Travis.
get that.
Fine.
Ajax.
Ajax.
Gold!
God
Travis.
damn. Almost got an episode.
Yep.
Is
So
there-
what's his box?
That was I was.
I-
What the word mouth.
I'm not
thing.
touching it again.
Again.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
That's the worst that can happen.
Do you
touch
describe what happens with...
I
Andrew, I
took a
touch
nice,
it.
refreshing nap.
Touch what
I
box?
touched the box.
It's a box.
I'm not touching it
It
again.
is a box.
It kind of wiggles a little because the bottom of it's not stable because it's wet.
Open
Does
the
it smell
box.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
It's a penis.
Of course.
Dick in a box.
You open it, it's Lucretia's head.
I fucking knew it!
And a note that says, "Told you."
Who's you?
I totally missed that.
I'm gonna go up and inform Priya that Lucretia's 1,000% dead. If she wasn't 99% sure, now it's 100%.
Bury it in the spot.
Okay.
Tired of this smogging.
How big of a problem would it be if we killed the queen?
Sounds lovely.
It'd be good for business.
I mean, she's definitely one of the major players in the underworld. However, you might start a familiar war. The power base that she influences is rather large. Do I want to kill her? I'd like to burn the entire Magia out of everything, but it's not realistic right now.
And
I feel proud of my sister
Probably not
for
alone.
saying that.
probably not aligned with what we need to do at this point in time.
No,
Understood.
we'll leave in the morning.
Priya,
I pull out some paperwork, and I file at the end. Table, killing Aquila. This will be later.
Priya.
And as I'm assuming Priya would turn to Adrit, right?
Mhm.
There's just this rageful look in his eyes as he states,
Aquila has made a foolish move by giving us a dead person who still can talk. What kind of questions would you ask of Lucretia that could be to our benefit?
I didn't know you had those talents.
So should I not bury her at the moment, or
Chance outside with the shovel.
He's just like,
are we not doing this?
let's think on that. How long does it need to be held?
As long as you keep what is left preserved and it still has a mouth to speak, I can cast this once on it, and then after 10 days again, and so on and so forth.
Well, I'm not putting her in the icebox.
There are spells in order to preserve the dead. I do not practice these magics, but there must be others who do.
Sounds gross.
I'm not putting her in the icebox.
I did not ask.
I'm telling.
I'll take care of it.
Thank you, Priya. Call upon me when the time is needed.
There you go. Let's do this on the road where there's not going to be a chance Aquila can find out.
Agreed.
Okay, Stomach, I got you. Apparently it agreed too. Alrighty, so you guys taking the night to sleep?
I had a good nap. I'm up for a while.
Okay.
so long rest then?
Long rest.
The longest of rests.
Is anyone down any hit points?
No.
No.
And tomorrow, you will go to the capital. But that's going to be episode 12.
See, I told you we weren't getting there today.
Yeah. I didn't know what the pacing was going to end up like. That's fine. Also, we didn't know if you were going to make it or not.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, maybe. We'll see. All right. So the next morning you do depart. You travel to Rothus and you start heading. We will start next game with you guys approaching the capital.
All right.
So we're going to jump a few weeks, but that's okay. Everybody's good?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so that is Magnus Aevum, episode 11. We thank you for joining us. And is there anything anybody needs to bring up real quick?
Buy shit from my website.
Really? Every time. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Side quest.
Thank you, sponsors, for all your wonderful support. Remember to follow us, like us, subscribe on YouTube, subscribe in Twitch, whichever you want. Otherwise,
Both sound great.
check out Dungeon Mastercraft episode 2. We would love some input. And we'll see you next Monday. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.